I feared thermometers. I feared moths. Thunder. Thunder debilitated me as a kid, okay? My mom, when we had a bad storm, my mom used to have to talk me down from the thunder. And she used to say, honey, don't worry about the thunder. That's just God. Bowling. You've heard that? Yeah, you've heard that? Why are you applauding that? Why would you applaud that? That's a lie right there. Why do we do that to children? Don't lie to me. Tell me the truth about thunder. The truth isn't bad. There's no need for a cover-up. Just, it's a cold front meets a warm front, boom, boom, you got some thunder there. You tell me, you fill my head up with fables? You filled my head up with fables. You tell me it's God bowling. I took that information to school. I walked into school that day like a confident meteorologist. So I was like, you guys are scared of this? That's just God and his good time pals. Tanya, calm down. That's just Jesus engaging in light recreation.
It's a sensitive time in this world, you know. A lot of people getting canceled it's, you know, unless you've lived a perfect life, brace yourself. It's tough. Even like sometimes, you know, good people that finally nitpick about something and they'll get him in trouble. Like honestly, I think if he was around right now, I think even Jesus would get canceled. If he was performing like all the same miracles, people would find something to, like right now, if Jesus cured a blind man, I bet half of the internet would praise him and be like, oh, it's amazing. What a miracle. Thank you, Jesus. The other half of the internet would be like, why didn't he cure a blind woman? Jesus is sexist. Men have had vision for long enough.
I long for the days of right before smartphones. I feel like that was the peak fun cell phone era, right? 2006, 2007. They were trying to get smart. There were all these weird new phones that came out all the time. They had like a keyboard that slid out of the side. They were all made of plastic. They had little doors in them. A lot of them had an antenna you could pull up for some reason. Like, time for a big call. Why? Just make it work all the time. Did that ever save a call? Was it like, I'm losing you, hold on. Oh, nope, got you back, yeah. No, I had an extra 2.5 inches of antenna in the chamber. Crystal clear now. But then the iPhone hit, 2008, right? Changed everything. They brought it, they were like, look at this. They came to the mall, they had little kiosks. They're like, this is the phone of the future. It's made out of glass. You know that stuff that breaks? Yeah, we made the whole phone out of that. So anyway you drop it, smash. Can you make it not break? No. But when you buy it, we will also sell you a little suit of armor for it that makes it too big to fit in any pants. But the big piece of tech that they were so excited about was like, this is what makes it the greatest phone. Is you can hold it like this, and it's a phone. You can turn it sideways, and you can watch a video. And it knows when you turn it, and it turns on its own. And we were all like, wow. Flash forward to today, anytime my phone turns, I am furious. I'm like, why is it turning? Stop turning. I'm in bed. You should know I'm in bed. You know everything about me, phone. The first thing they had to do on the next iPhone they released was make it so you could turn off turning. They're like, we're sorry about all the turning. You can turn turning off now. Turning's turned off, there's a thing, you slide down, no turning. Turning's off, but then you have to remember turning's turned off, because sometimes you try to turn it, you're like, hang on, I turned turning on. Then you gotta slide it down, turning on, and then turn it till it knows it's turned. You'd think there'd just be a button to turn it, but no, that's not how it works. You open up the turning, then turn it till it's aware that it's turned, then you tilt it too far back and it goes upside down, you're like, hold. And that's it. They haven't improved it since then. There's been not a lot of new tech coming, no slide-out keyboards, no antennae. They moved the headphone jack around a little bit. We had to live through that saga. They were like, it's on the top, it's on the bottom, it's back on top. Then we went, we don't really care where it is. And they went, well, then you don't get it anymore. We took it away. Everything comes out of one hole in the bottom now, like a bird.
I talk about this stuff. I had some health stuff a while ago. It wasn't like overly serious, but it was bothering me. I had some stomach problems, okay? And I went to the doctor. It was a good doctor, and he gave me some pills, and it didn't work. And I went to like 2 more doctors. They gave me pills, gave me tests. Nothing worked. And I started getting depressed. And my friend was like, hey, you should go see a holistic doctor. I'm like, oh. You talking about like, woo? I'm not going to see a witch, okay? And then my stomach hurt for 6 more weeks, and I was like, I'm going to see the witch. And I went, and like, I didn't know what to expect. I'd never been to a witch before. Right off the bat, it was different. She goes, call me by my first name. Call me Dr. Olivia. I was like, that does not sound official to me. Like if I was in court and I heard for the prosecution, District Attorney Randy, I'd be like, no, this guy is not a real prosecutor. You know? But here's the thing, I'll call Dr. Olivia whatever she wants me to call her because she is a miracle worker, okay? She healed me. You want to go nicknames? What up, gut fixer? Like I love Dr. Olivia. She changed my life. Now I need to tell you, witches, they charge. Like she's expensive. Like witches charge, and I should have known because every time I walk in this place, there's like 3 pretty girls standing behind this nice desk. Greg Warren, it is so nice to see you. Oh, this is gonna cost me. Pretty girls being nice to you? That's usually very expensive. Like, I've been to the regular doctor. That is not how it works. You walk in, they slide the window open about a half an inch. Sit down, fill out the forms. If you have any questions, call your mama. You're like, oh. She doesn't sound nice or pretty. Like she sounds like a $12 copay. I can afford this. So Dr. Olivia charges, you know, it's just she does. But I was like, okay, I got insurance, let's give it a whirl. So I send it to Cigna and they're like, ooh. She's a witch. I'm like, she's a good witch, okay? She's like Stevie Nicks. They won't pay her. They won't pay her. Now, part of the reason they won't pay her is Dr. Olivia did not go to med school. Just hear me out. By training, she is a chiropractor, okay? But she spent 15 years learning as much as she could about advanced gut health, and it worked. I went to the med school guys. She beat them in a stomach fixing contest, okay? Fair and square. I don't care if she learned it at clown college. It worked, you know? They won't pay her. They won't pay her, and it's killing me. I gotta pay her, and I gotta pay the insurance company and not use the insurance, and I'm going broke, and I think the only solution is I'm just gonna have to pay for Dr. Olivia to go to med school. It's gonna be cheaper. Like, she's not gonna wanna go. I'm like, you go, Olivia, you go. And if I'm paying, I wanna see your grades every week. Greg, you're not following your diet. Well, you got a D in ankle class, Olivia. I don't know what med school classes are like. I assume it's body parts. I mean, here's the thing. I bet you in 20 years, they're going to pay for that stuff. The insurance company will catch up. It's like back in the day, they were probably like, anesthesiology? We don't pay for that. We pay for the pint of whiskey and the stick that you bite down on, and that's it.
I called my dad up and I asked him for the Hulu password, and he goes, no. Not over the phone. Not the Hulu password? Not the Hulu password. No, you never know who's listening. You think a hacker wants to watch Shrek with commercials that badly that they're hacking your phone conversations? I don't know how much spy equipment costs. I'm pretty sure it's more than $5.99 a month. No hacker wants to listen to my parents' phone conversation. No one's that concerned about how the cats are doing that they're hacking my parents' phone. They're just, why are we on speaker? But that's how old men are. Old men are very protective of their information. My father-in-law won't give me his Wi-Fi password. My father-in-law. It was easier to marry this man's daughter than to get the Wi-Fi password. To this day, if my computer forgets the network, he will pull my computer aside, turn his shoulder, and type it in one by one. if he can find his little book. That's the old guy security system. Tiny book, tiny writing, that book, always lost. Tiny book, tiny writing, open the front door, just chuck it inside. No one's getting this password, not even me.
This annoyed me. I was on the phone with somebody today trying to get a phone number from that person and write it down, but they didn't have phone number rhythm, and that pissed me off. Talking about phone number rhythm, especially if there's like an area code involved, like 212, bum bum ba, bum ba, bum ba. That is the rhythm I think we're all familiar with. This guy had no clue. I was like, okay, Hank, give me the number. He's like, all right, it's 2129. Fifteen, 8, 11, 6, 4, 2, 5, 8, 7, 2. Did you throw in your zip code? Because I got a lot of extra numbers over here. I have extra. I can almost start a new number. What do you got? Start again from the top. They really screw you up on the last 4 numbers. That's where they get you. 555 6 Team 41. Dude, I already wrote the 6. I made the dash too close. I can't shimmy the 1 in there now. Forget you. You know what else annoys me? People leaving slow-ass, boring messages on my machine. Unbelievable. Yeah, you come home late at night, you gotta go to the bathroom, you're like, oh, look at this, I got a message. Oh, this could be important, I better check it out now. Boop. Hey. Kevin, how's it going, man? It's Tim Duffy from work. What's going on, man? Anyways, give me a call back if you get a chance. I will be, well, you know what? If you call at 9:15, I should be back. Actually, anything after 9:18, I'll be home. Give me a call. I'm at 631-775. This is great. Now I got to play the whole Tim Duffy message again. From the top to try to get the number at 100 miles an hour. That's fun when you're hunched over your machine with like an index card and a little pen. I got nothing on that pass. I got absolutely nothing. I got nothing. I got a 6, 4 blanks, a 4, and then I'm out. I'm out again. I don't know what to do. I got a freaking G. I got a G. Timmy gave me a G.
I got an email from my doctor's office telling me my doctor is becoming something called a concierge doctor, meaning there's a $2,300 annual fee just to see her, and I still have to pay for all the appointments. Email said it's a great program. You get a special phone number where you can text your doctor 24 hours a day. A special phone number? You mean the doctor's phone number? I can text her 24 hours a day? Okay. Dear doctor, sorry to bother you at 4 a.m. on your burner phone. But I have a really important question. Can I take a 3rd Advil? I implore you to write back before 5. My head is pounding. It's hard finding a good doctor. Hardest doctor to find is a therapist. One of my insurance company's website looking for a therapist. They had a list of therapists who take the insurance and you can sort them by distance. Seemed like a weird way to find a therapist. That's the way I find a dry cleaner. Can't imagine that someone's like, I'm really depressed, but if you make me walk more than 2 minutes for excellent care, I'll be really, really depressed. Can you imagine ending up at that therapist you found sorting by distance? I'd be at that first appointment. Todd, I gotta ask you, how did you find me? Oh, your office is in my building. I live directly upstairs. I woke up 11 seconds ago. Thought you looked familiar, Todd. Probably seen you in the hallway. I was also in Pootie Tang. Yeah, that was it. I've never seen you in the hallway. It was your small but pivotal role in Pootie Tang. Pootie Tang. That's a weird word to mispronounce. Hey, you said Pootie Tang wrong. Okay. I think you got the joke. Therapists have websites now. I saw a therapist's website and a link to his Twitter page. It's like, oh, do you have tour dates and merch also? I clicked on this guy's Twitter page. I saw he followed a bunch of comedians. I was like, ooh, not going to this guy. I don't want a comedy nerd as my therapist. I'll be at the appointment crying my eyes out. Doc, I feel awful. What should I do? Well, Todd, you thought of doing something nice for someone else? Maybe that'll make you feel better. Like what? I don't know. Why don't you hook me up with Bill Burr tickets? I don't know if that's going to help, Doc. Didn't help when I gave you Patton Oswalt's email address. And you got to stop writing to him. He's not going to read that script.
So I've been living, like I said, I was born in Venezuela, but I've been living in the U.S. since I was 12. I moved here when I was to Maryland when I was 12. I grew up in the East Coast. So I've been living most of my life, but I still feel like I have like this third world country DNA in me. And by that I mean that when you come from a third world country, you're resourceful, like you solve problems quick, because it doesn't work in a third world country. So you gotta find solutions. You just don't give up in life. For example, like if there's no hot water, heat it up. There's no manager you can call. And somebody's always gonna help you in a third world country, and they're always gonna say something like, "Let's see what I can do." Like that's the phrase, and that's everywhere because the other day I was at this bar, and the bartender was Cuban, and my girlfriend wanted a Diet Coke. So I go and talk to the bartender in Spanish. I was like, "Hey, bro, can I get a Diet Coke?" And the bartender realized that I was from Venezuela, so he's like, "Hey, bro, so we don't have Diet Coke, but what I can do is that I can give you some regular Coke and put some water on it." And I was like, all right. But that was the mindset, you see? Like he just didn't go like, "We don't have it." He's like, "No, we're gonna come up with a solution here. We're gonna solve this problem." Which, by the way, I would love to see this guy as a doctor, just doing the same thing, right? Right, back in Cuba, it's like, so welcome. So you need a blood transfusion. So your blood type is A positive. We don't have that. But what I can do is that I can give you some A negative and then add some B negative. Because two negatives make a positive, papi.
All the airlines, they have little categories that they have to compliment you. Make you feel special because you paid too much money or you got lucky and you're in exit row or something. They have these frequent flyer programs. They've been doing these since the 1980s. And it used to start out with just gold. That was the that was what it all was 40 years ago. Congratulations, you're one of our gold members. But they had to pile on more, sound more special than that over the years. So at this point, gold status is the lowest category on any air. Gold is the worst. When they board the flight, they're like, "We now welcome gold." Boo! Gold will board last in shame. Gold will be stuffed into the fuselage along with the luggage. Now they have all these categories that are outrank gold, and it's when you board the flight, it's just a parade of precious metals and gemstones. To get on the flight, when they board, they're like, "We now prepare to welcome aboard
all members of the elite Sapphire Squadron. All the rest of you will bow your heads. Contemplate the sacrifice of the Sapphire Squadron. And you will kneel. In respect and deference as the Sapphire Squadron. The jetway is yours. Oh, what's this? The sacred horn of the sky? What a rare and lucky day. That means that we have someone that outranks even the Sapphire Squadron. The Sapphire Squadron must yield. Yes, yield, I say. For today we welcome aboard a member of the Hermetic Order of the Platinum Chalice. Whatever it is, there's one guy. He's like, well, yes, I'm Platinum Chalice. I'm wearing my epaulets to prove it. I flew 50,000 miles yesterday. Here's the one extra bag that entitles me to excuse me. I'm a member of the Platinum Chalice. I am a member of the Sapphire Squadron, and I suggest you tread lightly. I am also beloved of this airline. Oh, the Sapphire Squadron, I've heard of you. Out of my way, dog! You will pay for this insolence once the One World Alliance hears of it.
That's what's happening on Delta Airlines.
I've been married 3 years now, and I love being married. When I'm on the road, I see men talk to women in the wild, and it's crazy. I was checking in at a hotel, woman behind the counter, very pretty, and the guy in front of me is being a creep. I'm watching him. I'm 20 feet behind him, but I can hear it go down, right? He's checking in, and the woman goes, do you have any preference of what floor you stay on? And I swear to y'all, this guy leans forward. He goes, what floor are you staying on? She goes, I'm not. I work here. I don't stay at the hotel that I work. Do you think I'm a guest just chipping in down here in the lobby? Is that honestly how you think we staff this La Quinta? You think you gotta be the lifeguard tomorrow? I don't stay at the hotel that employs me, you moron. So he walks away, tail between his legs, rightfully so. Now I'm up next, right? I saw the whole thing go down. So I was like, okay, I'll bond with her over what a creep the last dude was. So I'm checking in, and she says, how many room keys do you want? 1 or 2? So I go, how many room keys do you want? And she did not get the reference at all, dude. I looked way worse than the first guy, if I'm being honest. The look on her face, she's like, they just keep coming in today. I mean, is there a creep convention in town? What's happening here?
It was so much easier to make friends when you're a kid, right? I remember when I was 6, Craig moved in next door. He was 6. We were both just like, oh, age and proximity. That's all we need. Best friends for life. Some guy my age moves in next door to me now. I'm like, if this guy talks to me, I will be furious. It's so easy to hang out when you're a kid. You just invite him over to play. You don't even have to be specific. He always comes over, we always have a great time, and we're always mad to be called for dinner. Do you remember liking life that much? That you're annoyed about dinner? Always asking to be excused. Please, can I go back to my life? How much eating do we have to do in this house? Kids hate meals and bedtime. That's all I have now. Right? I call those the big 2. And if I ever do hang out with another male friend now, it's never playful anymore. It's always like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. You want to get together and eat? We could like talk and eat. Best case scenario, there's a big game on TV. We don't even have to speak. We can just watch other men playing. They're playing well. I love that. Don't you love it when our favorite men play well? They always play better when they play together, huh? That play was unbelievable. Let's touch hands. That was so nice. Maybe after this we could play. Yeah, no, you're right. We ate a lot. Sleep would be incredible. You're always right. You're my best friend. I'll see you again in 2 years. Sometimes I don't think we give kids enough credit for how traumatic grade school is. Remember 6th grade, phys ed, run a 7-minute mile in street clothes? And then just straight to math. Shouldn't have worn hiking boots today. Smells like a locker room in here. You kids ready to learn about parabolas? My heart rate is parabolic. Recess is right after lunch because that's how digestion works. Yeah. Yeah, now that you've had spaghetti with milk. Seems like a good time to go run around in a parking lot. They all puked again. Good thing we have our one janitor. I think if I'd live one day on a grade school schedule, it would be the worst day of my adult life. Starting the day at 6 a.m., standing on a street corner in the rain, waiting on a bus with no seatbelts or schedule. Jostles you to homeroom. That's your coffee, is the jostle. Homeroom, you're not allowed to speak. No phones, no music, no gum. Do I have any human rights? No speaking. Now pledge your loyalty to your country. Go on, pledge how much you love America. I'm 7. And admit that there's a God. Admit that there's one God. Go ahead. My parents are agnostic. Well, I won't tell them. Go ahead. Admit that there's one God, and you can say it quiet. All right, you're free to go to first period U.S. history as taught by the JV football coach. Enjoy his unique perspective. A lot of hot takes on the Constitution. A lot of gun stuff in the pop quiz. Old Coach Hines. Coach Hines, he would time you for getting water. Kids stand in line and he would go 1, 2, 3, time. That's all the water you get as a child. Is a fast 3 seconds. I think kids are going through school dehydrated. If he liked you, he'd go 1, 2, 3, and time. That's if he liked you.
There's a reason why we're doing this special in Lexington, Kentucky. Jif is made here. Yeah. Jif is the best peanut butter, okay? It's the best peanut butter. Our motto was, choosy moms, choose Jif. Choosy moms, not all moms, okay? Let's say maybe your mom who drinks in the afternoon and goes to the casino and forgets to pick up your kids from school. If that's the case, by all means, buy Peter Pan, okay? That's a better product for you, all right? Like, Peter Pan, come on, their mascot is a boy who refused to grow up. Maybe he couldn't grow up because he was malnourished, because he was eating that garbage peanut butter named after a cartoon character. Peter Pan can fly because he has hollow bones. There's no nutrients in Peter. Now listen, I'm gonna talk a lot about peanut butter, okay? It's an important subject, but I need to address something up top. It's been a rough year for Jif, okay? If you guys don't know what happened, we had a problem. Some people, barely any, like 14, got some salmonella, okay? And they traced it back to Jif, okay? And Jif did the right thing. They pulled it off the shelves nationwide. They pulled it all off, and I feel bad about it. I mean, I didn't do it, all right? But like, I wish I could go back 20 years when I worked there and say, like, hey, if you guys are thinking about coming up with some sort of a raw chicken-flavored peanut butter, don't. Like, it's a bad idea, you know, like. And just so you know, like, that happened in 2006 with Peter Pan. They had the same thing, you know. They had a recall, salmonella. Just this year, Skippy had some metal particles in their peanut butter, and they had to pull it off the shelves. And you guys are like, well, Greg, it's never happened with organic peanut butter. Yeah, that's because they've only sold like 30 jars of that stuff, right? You know what I'm talking about? The organic peanut butter? It's got like an inch of oil on the top of it. Looks like a science project on the grocery shelves. You know, well, Greg, that's how peanut butter naturally settles. Well, then cover it up. Nobody wants to see that. Yeah? Greg, your peanut butter has preservatives in it. That's why it doesn't do that. Yeah, that's exactly why it doesn't do that. Yeah? Maybe we're trying to preserve people's appetites, right? Like, Greg, you just take a knife and you stir the jar and the oil goes away. Oh, now I'm supposed to help you make the peanut butter? Why don't you just hand me a bag of peanuts and a hammer next time? I'll smash them up myself. Me eater, you maker. Now listen, there's probably somebody out there, and you know, your mom made you eat organic peanut butter when you were growing up. If that's the case, obviously, you were homeschooled. You know, yeah. That's why you're homeschooled. Your mom did not want you to go to school and sit next to the Jif kid and have that kid be like, hey, there's another way to live. You know, like, and maybe you're a parent, okay? Maybe you're a parent and you force your child to eat organic peanut butter. And if that's the case, I'm not gonna tell you how to raise your own kid. I am gonna gently suggest that you at least expose them to some different peanut butter, you know, before you send them off into the world. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face. We got a lot of that business at Jif. We didn't want it. That's blood money right there. We took it. But, you know. Now, the company that I work for was called Procter & Gamble, okay? They don't own Jif anymore. You know who owns Jif? Smuckers. Smuckers owns peanut butter and jelly. If these guys ever get a hold of bread. Now the government will step in. That's an illegal monopoly. That's Sherman antitrust, I think. I mean, you can't own a whole sandwich. This country was founded on principles. Right? But, I mean, I'll be honest. I was a big deal, you know, in the. Ma'am, I was, all right? Like, I was a big deal in the peanut butter game, okay? I was part of some stuff that I'm sure you'll remember. I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 Peanut Goo, but... I liked it, you know. I always felt guilty because we charged the same for crunchy as we did for creamy, which, if you think about it, the crunchy, like, we didn't finish making that. If you went to the plant, the crunchy guys are probably getting off work at noon, and the creamy guys are still smashing up peanuts at 5:30. The savings should have been passed on to you, and I still lose sleep over it. I'm a purist, I'll just tell you right now. I'm a peanut butter purist. I think there should be creamy and crunchy, and that's about it, you know? Like, there's a lot of new flavors in peanut butter. They're getting fancy. I don't care for it. Like, Peter Pan has honey roasted peanut butter. If I know those guys, they're just grinding up bees and stirring them in there. Like, and I mean, even Jif, my company, they're doing some stuff I don't care for. I mean, they're getting fancy. They have an Omega Jif. Omega Jif. Omega, that's fish oil. They're putting fish in peanut butter, and they're wondering how they got salmonella. Like, what kind of fish was it? Salmon, maybe? What? Are you guys not seeing what I'm seeing here? Like, I mean, I know a lot of stuff. I mean, just so you know, like the main size in peanut butter, that's 18 ounce, okay? That's where the deals are. That's where the wars are fought. That's where we go head to head, you know? There's a 28 ounce, there's a 40 ounce, but the deals are, they're 18 ounce. And like, if you went to Kroger right now and you bought an 18 ounce jar of Jif, it would probably cost you about $3.19. You know, back to school, maybe 2 for $3. If that happens, stock up. It's not coming around for another year. All right? Like, I ran a deal one time, Columbus, Ohio, 200 Kroger stores, 18 ounce Jif, 99 cents. Yeah, I did that. It'll never happen again. Never. Even the bad moms bought Jif that week. Mama, this peanut butter tastes better. Don't get used to it, boy. I ain't giving up cigarettes and I ain't giving up Red Bull. So when it's gone, it's gone. That was a unchoosy mom. Like, I'm sure you've all seen an unchoosy mom at the grocery store, right? Like yelling at their kid or something. Like, choosy, I wasn't choosy when I met your daddy. I ain't about to start with no peanut butter. You better put that brand name peanut butter back on the shelf or I might choose to leave you in the parking lot. Like I did your brother. You didn't know you had a brother, did you?
Watching TV with my husband is difficult, but at least it's not watching TV with my dad. That is a whole different experience. My dad's the guy who, during an action scene, he is counting the amount of bullets coming out of a gun for accuracy. And the second they go over the allotted amount of bullets for that type of gun, he has something to say about it. You think you're just watching a movie, he's silently fact-checking. Ah, come on. 47 bullets and a Glock. This isn't real. Really, Dad? The bullets is what made it not real? Not the zombies they were shooting?
Last year for spring break, we did Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Been to Gatlinburg? If you've never been, let me tell you about it, all right? Gatlinburg is an American Indian word. It means land of the couples that wear matching airbrush t-shirts. I don't know if that's accurate, but it's accurate. And they always pick the same design, too. This is what it looks like. It's a silhouette of a much skinnier couple than the people who are wearing the t-shirts. And on the shirt, this couple, they're holding hands. They're in love, you guys. Their feet are in the sand. They're under a palm tree. There's a rainbow sunset on what is clearly the ocean in the background. Then they just write Gatlinburg across the top so that you know which of the islands in the Smoky Mountains that they visited, right? They're not smart people. But it's great for people watching. If you like to people watch, this is your spot, okay? I don't know if you enjoy it or not, but man, there's no better hobby. It's free. You know, you just sit there with someone you love and talk about the trash walking by for a couple hours, right? Gatlinburg is prime pickings. I mean, there's not that much white trash in a dumpster behind a paper plate factory. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's special. I love people watching so much, I take pictures when I do it and trade them with my friends like they're baseball cards. Now, if you're into something like that, let me just give you a tip. Make sure that the flash and the sound on your phone are turned off, which I know sounds like a no-brainer. Guys, I've been doing this a long time. I messed up bad. I'm in line for security at the airport. I'm going this way. Coming at me is a gentleman. Hawaiian shirt, shaved face, but out of the top of his shirt was this perm, I don't know the right, a tuft. It was the brightest, whitest, bushiest chest hair I've ever seen in my life. And I've been to Sarasota. This was next level, dude. It was teased, possibly bleached. He looked like a Build-A-Bear whose neck had been slit to send a message to the other Build-A-Bears to pick it up because numbers are down, right? And I knew if I didn't get a picture of him, I wasn't going to be able to sleep that night. But here's the rub. I couldn't do it from this distance and this angle. No one's going to see how awesome it is. If I want some likes, I got to time it so that when he's passing by, I can get that side view, you know, the profile. So to do that, I have a face I make. It's very simple. The only thing I'm trying to convey with this face is what? I'm just checking Twitter, even though my phone's kind of pointed in your general direction. He stops right here. I hit the button. It's like, blick, flash. I was like, there's a Pokemon on your shoulder, sir. Just hold on. We'll get it. So just be careful, okay? The other tip, if you're going to take pictures while you people watch, is to make sure that you have a full battery. Charge up. Because that's what happened to me in Gatlinburg when I went to go people watching. I was at my favorite spot to do it there, which is the old-fashioned candy kitchen. I love that place, because no matter what time of day you show up, you're going to see the same thing. There's going to be a hillbilly pressed up against the window who can't figure out how they're making taffy on the other side of the window, and it's the greatest day of their life. They're just like, what? Nuh-uh. Hey, come look. Come look. It's where they make it. The taffy for Cracker Barrel. Yes, right here. I don't know how they do it, even though I can see the whole process. This is... I saw her standing there a block away. The Mickey Mantle rookie card of people watching. I got so excited, I was like, I've heard about you. Oh, you are coming home with me. Easy, girl. Easy, girl. I'm not going to hurt you. Got close enough to take the picture, press the button, just a dead battery sign. What? No! I scared her. She ran back into her. Please believe it or not. Believe it or not. And I just sat down on the bench right there in between the Pancake Pantry and Fanny Farkle's arcade. I was so mad. You know? All this time I tracked her. I just let her get away. I wish I could pull up a picture so you could see how awesome she was, but I can't because I was careless. So I'll just describe her as best I can. She had early 1990s hair. You remember that look? Pulled back tight in a ponytail, but in the front. In today's news, that thing defied all logic and gravity. I always wondered how that was formed, you know? Because I always only ever saw the finished product, and then I showed up too early for homecoming one year. And there she was in front of the big mirror.
Yeah, but we're doing good. We just got a cat, so I'm always bleeding. And I wanted a dog, but then my girlfriend was like, well, then it wouldn't go to the bathroom where we breathe. And that was a good point. So we got a cat. And my girlfriend is horribly allergic to cats. But she always wanted one, so we got a hypoallergenic cat, which if you don't know, they are super expensive. So she doesn't know this, but it's actually just a regular cat that I shave every night. She's like, hey, what are you doing in there? And I'm like, nothing. I work from home and have a cat. It's impossible to get anything done. People are like, working from home is just like working at the office. Really? At what office does your boss stick their hands under the doorway like this? How many coworkers have puked on your desk and left? It's a lot. I don't know if you guys know this, but a cat's purr actually helps lower your blood pressure, which is pretty convenient because everything else they do shoots it into the stratosphere. Which, by the way, not fair humans. We can never do stuff like that, you know? Like, someone can't come up to me like, you scratched my car, and I'm like... and then I just go between their legs. Yeah. Well, I love my cat. I love her a lot. I spoil her. I bought a lot of cat toys. You guys know cat toys. The little things that are the same size as the space underneath all of your furniture. Every cat toy I bought is now under something. If there's so many things with bells under my stuff, if there's ever an earthquake, you're gonna think Santa's here. It's great. Like, if I want to play with my cat, I gotta find it. I grab a toy, I throw it to my cat. She hits it under something. She looks at me like, you get it. I'll get it. I'll throw it to her. She does it again. I'm playing fetch. I'm my cat's dog. So, we just got a second cat, and we did. We got a hairless cat. Yeah, that's always the reaction. No one can pretend. No one can pretend to like your hairless cat. Everyone is bad at it. I went to show my best friend a picture of my hairless cat. I know he tried to say aw. All he could get out was, ho! Gee. You should give him your leather jacket. I love my hairless cat. Hairless cats, if you don't know, they're the most social breed of cat there is, and that's because they have to be. When you look like that, you need a strong personality. He's great, though. I love him. He's like having a little version of the old men at the Y. Yeah, I get him a little towel, so he always looks like he just got out of the shower. He's like, oh, you're home early. Okay. I thought I had more time. My next door neighbor, he's afraid of cats, regular ones. And then we got this thing. And recently, I came home at the same time as my neighbor. I opened my front door, and my hairless cat sprints down the hallway and down towards my neighbor. And you know those scary movies where the guy can't get his key in the lock? He just looked back. He was like, oh, my God! Why is it inside out? Yeah. I like having cats, though. Dog people, by round of applause. Who's got dogs in here? Oh, look at that. Look at the dog people. Great, cool, nice, good for you, you know. I will say, you have it easier with the vet, and I know you don't think so, but your dog's been outside before. And they've been in a car. Like, by the time a dog ever gets to the vet, they're like, ha, that was really good. I did not see this coming. He got me. You can trick a dog. But my cats, they know immediately. I gotta look at them and go, get in the bag. Please get in the bag. By the way, my girlfriend got the Taylor Swift cat backpack, so yeah, guess who gets to wear that? Every vet appointment, I look like the new member of a K-pop band. I'm just like, hi, you know, like that's... It's stressful going to the vet. Why do they make us go in with our pet? Why am I doing that? I don't have a job in there. All you're doing is hurting my relationship with my cats. Because they just stare at me the entire time you're stabbing them. Like, they're like, are you gonna just sit there? Like, it's not fun. They should, for an additional charge, I should be allowed to stay in the waiting room, and at the end of the visit, I get to rescue my animal. You know? Right? Like a little light comes on, and I just kick the door down. I'm like, put the cats in the bag. That would make the next part easier when you give me the medicine that I gotta give them. My best friend, you gotta traumatize them twice a day? That's horrible. I'll be sitting with my cat, I'll be watching TV, and then my alarm goes off, and I gotta grab him by the back of the neck and shoot a syringe down his throat. And then I just go back to watching TV. And then he looks at me like, what the hell was that? And then when he feels better, he doesn't know it's because of what I did. He just thinks that's a weird, separate thing that I wanted to do. He's like, hey, I feel better, but what was with you yesterday? We gotta get you a hobby.
As a New Yorker, I travel a lot more now, and like the more I travel, the more I'm starting to see New York a little differently, and I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, you travel outside of New York, you start to pick up on things. Like, that first day back is rough. I get back, I get off my flight, I look around, I'm like, it is kind of nasty. I don't want to feel that way about my city, man. But I go to other places and I'm like, there's no trash around your trees. Where do you guys keep your trash? In bins? That's disgusting. I don't touch my trash. And it's happening more often now because I'm traveling more, and which is so expensive, by the way. Like, if you're buying flights, it's ridiculous. I'm going to Wisconsin, $700. That's what I said, $50 at the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should pay me to get on that flight. Like, why? What cheese enthusiast is ruining this for the rest of us? I thought it was ridiculous. I checked every airline, because that's what you do, right? I was like, I must be hallucinating. This can't, even Spirit, I ain't got no shame. Like, all of them. If you look at Spirit Airlines, you are in a financial situation, right? That I feel like anybody can relate to, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just an airline, it defines an economic era of our lives and should be respected as such. And it's always a bad choice. Look, Spirit is always a bad, I hit you with the double negative. It's never not a bad choice. You know it is. You know it's a bad choice, because you see the price right there, and you still gotta talk yourself into that flight. Because I saw the price, I was like, woo! $27, that's less than I thought. I started giving myself reasons. I was like, come on now, nobody's hijacking a Spirit plane. Like, you're safe. Even if someone did, every passenger on that flight would be like, you thought you was the only one that bought a gun? Like, you really thought? It's a Spirit Airlines, sir. Nuck if you buck, Hans Gruber. It doesn't matter where I go. As soon as people find out that I'm a New Yorker, they feel compelled to tell me how they feel about New York. Right? Like, I don't ask. But they always tell me, and it's usually some cliche thing, you know, they'll be like, New Yorkers are mean. And here's the thing, we're not mean, we're aggressively kind. Right? We're very misunderstood. I always tell people, get lost in New York City, the first person that will help you is a New Yorker. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, because we can't stand lost-looking people. Like, we hate your lost-looking faces. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We see them at the, like, right at the subway map, just like, Is it uptown? Is it downtown? What's midtown? Literally the middle. I just picture them like panicked at the map, and then like out of the darkness, they hear a voice. Where you trying to go? That is one word in New York City. Where you trying to go? No breaks. You've been looking at the map for 5 minutes. Where you trying to go? I'm trying to help you get out of my way. You've been in my way 5 minutes. Look at this map. Such a wild thing, man. And people in New York, like, here's the thing about New York City. Like, if you have a bad time in New York City, I feel like that's because you didn't know the rules before you got here. You gotta know the rules before you get here, man. Every city has rules, right? And one of the cardinal rules of New York City, mind your business. It should say that when you land in New York. Welcome to New York, mind your business. Right? That's what forget about it means. It means forget what you just saw. Because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but what happens in New York never happened. Why you snitching? Like, why would you say anything? I had to teach my husband this lesson. My husband is a white boy from the Midwest. Thank you so much. I'm a Puerto Rican girl from the South Bronx, man. Like, hey. I know we got Puerto Ricans here. Hey. Yeah. What up, probably my cousins. I'm just saying, let's do a 23andMe later and get weird. That's the thing, I'm not gonna lie to you. As a Puerto Rican girl from the South Bronx, I didn't think I could bag a white boy from the Midwest. I thought I was too aggressive. Because I don't know how to soft flirt. You know what I mean? Like, you know how some girls can like really cute flirt? Not me. I'm New York aggressive with it. I'd be like, yo, I like you, son. You trying to do this? Hey, yo, you trying to smash? Turns out he liked it. He was like, I'm scared, I'm gonna follow her. But I'm not gonna lie to you, man, moving from the Midwest to New York, what a culture shock. I couldn't start him in the South Bronx, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't. That's not a starter borough, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's... Right? We don't start people in the Bronx. We end them. Don't shoot the messenger. Although we do, we shoot the messenger. Nobody getting messages. But we found a nice starter borough, Astoria, Queens, great starter borough, right? We moved there, man. I showed him all the artisan coffee shops. I was like, look, your people did that. We moved to this nice, quiet neighborhood, or so we thought. Till one day we were driving around and a fight broke out in the middle of the street. 2 grown men started beating the crap out of each other. And my sweet Midwestern husband was like, oh no. I should do something. I was like, if you don't roll up your window right now, I'll fist fight you myself. I was like, what you gonna do, Captain America? You gonna fight 2 grown men? You have psoriatic arthritis, take a seat. I'll tell you what's about to happen. I'm about to watch you get jumped. That's what's about to happen. And I'm gonna watch, because I know how to mind my business. I already learned. This is your lesson, baby, not mine. It wasn't like that when we first got to the neighborhood. When we first got to the neighborhood, the hottest beef on the block were 2 businesses that were at war with each other. It was a health food store and a bagel shop. And the health food store started selling bagels. That's what I said. Here's the thing, they could have sold their bagels in secret. That would have been the respectable thing to do. But they put out a sign. Right, and the sign said, "We sell organic bagels." So the bagel shop put out a sign. And their sign said, "There's no such thing as organic bagels." I saw that, I was like, the block is hot! It's hot in these streets.
I celebrate the differences between Jews and non-Jews. If you don't think there are differences, you're out of your mind. There are. If you don't believe me, go to Home Depot. Go to Home Depot. Home Depot is a code. It means Jews, you have no business shopping in here. Everyone that's not Jewish walks in there, they know exactly what they need. I need a 3x2 bipipe with reversible threading and a drip clamp, and the guy's gone. Jews walk into Home Depot, they look constipated. And then a half hour, does anybody work here? Does anybody work here out of pity, out of Rachmanis? They come over to help us. What are you looking for there, Jew? And we have no idea what the stuff's even called. I'm looking for the thing that goes inside. It's the piece that goes in before you put the other, you screw in the piece that's in. Oh, an anchor, that's it, an anchor. Beth, it's called an anchor. Yes, my neighbor, the guy, is gonna help me put shelves up, which is one of the nicest ways to use the word guy. Anti-Semitism. That's your segue. Anti-Semitism. Jamie, that's hating Jews more than you're allowed. Anti-Semitism is at another level now. It's like not even, it's like hidden anti-Semitism. You know, back in the day, you saw a guy with a yarmulke, you punched him. Today it's not original anymore. Now it's hidden anti-Semitism. Every time you do those COVID health questionnaires on your phone, you know, you go, no, 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 I accept. You go to the next page. Has anybody ever read those questions? In the past 14 days, have you felt achy and phlegmy and nauseous, and your ears are ringing, your back's hurting, by your knees a little? Every Jew wakes up every morning with at least 4 COVID symptoms. Every morning we wake up. Sheila, come here, give a sniff. Yeah, I think it's COVID. You think it's COVID? It might be COVID. Cancel culture is anti-Semitic. Cancel culture is anti-Semitic. You say anything about Latinos, Asian, black, trans, gay, you're done, you're finished. There's no second chance. When someone says something bad against Jews, the worst that can happen is they make them visit a Holocaust museum. Which is the stupidest idea in the world. You're taking someone who hates Jews into a Holocaust museum. They come out of there, wow! That was amazing! I want a t-shirt, a hat, something! They're onto something, help me out here! And why? Why does the world hate us? Why? We're the most tolerant nation in the world. We are. Don't look at me like that. We're the most tolerant nation. We are the only religion not recruiting. Think about that for a minute. Every other religion believes you have to join them or you don't get the world to come. The only thing we want is just leave us the hell alone. Just leave us the hell alone. Go do whatever you gotta do. Just leave us the hell alone. Think about it. Think about it. You want to become Christian or Catholic. You go to the church, the cathedral, speak to the priest, the father, whoever's not potchking with the kinderluch that day. You say to him, I want to become a Christian. In 2 seconds, oh, he died for your sins. He loves you. He's a cookie you wouldn't give your dog. And you're in. You want to become a Muslim? Even easier. You go to a mosque or a prison. And you say to the imam, I want to become a Muslim. In 2 seconds, and you're in. You're in. Want to become a Jew? Go to a rabbi. Hey, rabbi, I want to become a Jew. What's the first thing he says? No, you don't. The chutzpah to tell the guy, no, you don't. But they come again, really, rabbi, I want to become a Jew. It's not for you. And if they really, really, really want to become Jewish, they have to spend a whole year almost keeping the Sabbath. Like most of you. So I had an idea. If you want to become Jewish, it should be easier but harder. If you want to become Jewish, the only thing you have to do is fly. Fly from New York to Tel Aviv. And Tel Aviv back to New York. With 5 conditions. El Al. Israeli airline. Afternoon flight. Middle seat. No sleeping pill. Economy. Imagine what this poor soul will have to experience. On one side, some massive Israeli with hair coming out of everywhere. How you are? How you are? How are you? Are you are? איך אומרים את זה? How you say? How are you? Are? How are you? Are? Or maybe you get a full-blown chassid that comes, the full outfit comes over to you. Hello. My name is Moshe Aaron Shleimi de Komisha Meloni. And for the next 12 hours, the only thing I'm gonna do is fakrazel mapayas. I'm gonna fakrazel mapayas for 12 hours straight. Just like this, put a lot behind my ear. You're gonna think I stopped, but then I'm gonna fakrazel some more and fakrazel around my payas, and you're gonna wanna not look, but you can't not look. When they fakrazel their payas, it's mesmerizing. You fly back and forth and tell me you still want to be Jewish, I'll sign off on the paperwork. We are definitely tolerant, but we are the most judgy. We're very judgy. Jamie, I promise you, that everybody in this room at one point had this thought. Can you believe their entire holiday is looking for an egg in the backyard? If it makes them happy, let them look for the egg. That's how we view Easter, which begins at the same time as Passover. You want to know how Passover begins? We're in our kitchen with the lights off, holding a feather, a wooden spoon, and a candle, looking for a piece of bread that we hid. But this guy's looking for an egg and we can't handle it. And whenever you tell the crazy things we do to people who aren't Jewish, they're so accepting. They're so, oh, really? Wait, what? Wait. So you swing the chicken over your head 3 times? Your sins go in the chicken's killed, and the sins are gone. Wow! It's genius! Is that how you guys do your taxes too? Yeah! Yes! That chicken's tax deductible, now you're catching on! And then there's things that you just can't explain. There's things you just cannot explain. Like the Shabbos elevator. I'm not gonna lose you. The Shabbos elevator, it's an elevator that stops on every floor, Friday night to Saturday night. Every floor, whether you wanted to or not. And no one can explain it. It's because Jews can't work on the Sabbath. Well, it's not, you can't press, you can't. It's not, you can't make, so if you make, you can't make the connection before. It's not that nobody can explain the Sabbath. I promise you, no rabbi can explain the Shabbos elevator. And I personally believe, that the Shabbos elevator is what began World War II. Stay with me on this. Berlin, before the war, Friday night. Hitler and Goebbels walk into a building, they get in the elevator. What kind of an elevator is it? It's a Shabbos elevator. At first, Hitler was in a good mood. Oh, Goebbels, look at this. Someone has made a practical joke and they have pressed all the buttons in the elevator. Nein, nein, mein Führer. She's nicht summons the Juden. Why would the Jews quetsch all the buttons in the elevator? Because they can nicht machen Arbeit auf den Shabbos. Wo ist der Arbeitsquatsch? Nein, mein Führer. Der Quatsch ist das electrical connection machen von den Tieren rein, Häusbetrieb in der Ein mit der Schiebelsregleine gewartet. By the time they hit the 39th floor, they were done. Done.
I wrote a joke a long time ago to try to shame myself into getting better shape, and it didn't take. I look exactly the same. I feel like I look okay from the front. I still feel good about my front profile look. Not as happy with the side. And for a long time, I didn't know what I looked like from the side. And then somebody took a picture of me when I was not wearing a shirt or sucking in my gut or aware that cameras were present. And that was a real eye-opener. That's when I realized that from the front, I look like a dude who lifts weights. From the side, I look like a dude who shouldn't because it's probably bad for the baby. It's a little rough in the middle. Part of the problem is I do work out, but I don't work out very hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like to go to hardcore gyms. I'm never gonna be a CrossFit guy. I'm more of a YMCA guy. 'Cause I feel good about myself there. Right? I'm a realist. A lot of happiness in life has to do with putting yourself in favorable matchup situations. If I go to Gold's Gym or somewhere, I'm average at best. Right? YMCA, I dominate. My favorite gym I've ever worked out at was this old YMCA in Santa Monica, California. Nothing had been renovated there for probably 40 years, including most of the other members. It was like a nursing home gym. Those seniors respected my feats of strength. And they came from a classier generation that's quick to compliment, and I like all of that very, very much. Like a random ego stroke. One time I was doing the tricep press down, and this little old lady, Connie, was patiently waiting her turn, like a decent person. And then when she went to use the machine, she forgot to move the pin to a lighter weight, and she just kind of struggled for quite some time. And then she figured out what happened, and she turned to me and she goes, "My goodness, you just lifted that." "Well, aren't you strong?" "I couldn't even move it." And I thought that was adorable. I also thought, of course you couldn't move it, Connie. Look at yourself. Like 90 pounds, old bird bones, paper mache. Are you kidding me, Con? I'm pre-gaming on creatine, whey protein shakes. You look like you're getting ready on hard candy and formaldehyde. Why don't you look at that fan, Connie? Look at it. I turn that fan to high, you're stuck to that wall. This is my gym, Connie! Part of the problem, it's not being in great shape, is my nutrition program. It's not great. I live in a house full of a lot of mixed nutritional signals. My wife, she says she wants me to eat better, my wife Lindsay, but I don't necessarily believe it. Because her actions don't go along with her words. She'll say she wants me to eat healthier, but then she bakes me delicious treats. Because she loves me through food. I think it's competing instincts inside of her. Part of her does want me to, eat really well so I can live a long time and she doesn't have to die alone. But another part of her wants to fatten me up just enough so that no other woman will ever want me. Because that makes her feel secure and safe. But she'll do this ridiculous thing where she'll make my favorite treat. Like she'll make me chocolate chip cookies with like little walnut chunks, and then I'll start to eat them, and she'll be like, Dan, what are you doing? How many of those are you going to have today? I was going for all of them. I'm sorry, I thought these were delicious cookies. I didn't realize you had baked me shame biscuits and guilt wafers. I was never supposed to do this. I was supposed to be a counselor. So, I got a degree in psychology, just a bachelor's degree, and then I thought, well, maybe before I go into grad school, I should, get some experience, see if I'm actually cut out for this. And I'm glad I did, because I am not cut out for that. I got a job just with a bachelor's doing like low-level counseling, and learned right away that I'm a terrible counselor, mostly for two reasons. Turns out, can't stand complainers. Don't like all the whining. Also, can't keep a secret. Like, the crazier their stories were, the more I wanted to tell them to my friends immediately. I'll change the names. Mostly, I think I studied psychology because I'm fascinated with characters, just different personalities. Like my favorite character years ago, it's still my favorite today, is the compulsive liar. Such an interesting brain, right? The person who lies even when it's easier to tell the truth. They just feel like they have to lie. A lot of people can't stand this personality, because they go about it the wrong way when they're talking to them. They try to pin them down in their lies, try to catch them in their lies. Don't do that. It's a losing battle. They will endlessly invent new lies to cover up old lies. No, the best thing you can do is just enjoy it, Just act really interested. Act like you believe all of their lies because it builds their confidence and the stories get better. Ask leading questions. Take the lies in directions you'd like them to go. These people are choose-your-own-adventure stories come to life. Best liar I've ever met was this guy named Rick. Years ago when I was going to college, and this guy, I loved to ask him about something I knew he didn't do. Just to see where he would, go with it. Like he worked at this bar near campus, and if I knew he worked the day before, I could just go up to him like, "Hey, Rick, how's your fishing trip yesterday?" Fishing. Good, real good. Caught about 60 salmon. That is good. I would think 5 or 6 would be good, but 60, that's something else. That must have taken you all day to catch 60. It took me about an hour. As his lies got crazy, he would lean forward a little bit more. Make more eye contact, like his whole body was trying to tell you, do not call me on my crazy lies. I am hanging on by a thread! You caught a salmon a minute. For a whole hour. What kind of bait does one use? Do you just crawl in the water and just grab and hit? Bait? I'll catch salmon with my bare hands. What do you really? You just go in and grab it? I'd stand on a waterfall. And I wait for the salmon to try and jump, and I just slap them to shore. You're like a grizzly bear. I have to fight off grizzlies while I catch my salmon. Like a man. I'm up there for an hour, just slap down, go and get, punch a bear. Slap, go and get, kick a bear. Slap a salmon, grab a bald eagle, fly to freedom when I'm done.
Our dog is a very special dog. He is actually an emotional support dog. He is a dog, and he requires a lot of emotional support. I want to get an emotional support animal vest for me, so people will know what I do for him, because I should get on airplanes for free. I gave him a Jewish name. His name is Mendel, and then he became Jewish. He has a lot of food allergies. He's really loud. And he always his favorite thing to do is to steal the remote to our TV. So I'm so afraid an anti-Semite will find out about this and be like, he's trying to control the media. My dog is actually a rescue. Is a lie I tell people when he behaves badly in public. Because those are just words. Those are words you can just say to people. And it just makes shame evaporate. Right? You're like, oh wow. You start treating you like a good person all of a sudden. But I don't think there's actually that many rescue dogs out there. I think there's a lot of people trying to cover up. They didn't train properly. People used to ask a lot about my dog being a rescue when he was younger. I mean, he's a very good-looking dog. He's a mini Bernedoodle. So he looks like an alive Muppet. So you know why I chose him. And when he was younger, he was even cuter, and people would stop me on the street when I walked him. They'd be like, oh my God, your dog's so cute. Is he a rescue? Then I'd be like, this designer poodle? I don't think you know how the world works. Let me ask you this. Have you ever found a Dyson at the thrift store? Because the only way you rescue a dog this fluffy is foreclosure. I don't know if anyone here is considering getting a dog. If you are, you can ask yourself these questions. Do you have many open wounds that go unlicked? Do you find putting on or taking off socks to be too uneventful? Have you ever heard your doorbell and thought, yeah, that could be more annoying? Then I recommend dogs. These slippers are too easy to find. Some dogs can be really difficult, though. You don't know what you're going to get. I have a friend whose dog is so difficult, he tells me his age backwards. I'll ask him, how old's your dog now? And then he's like, I think I have 7 years left. 6 if I cancel insurance, maybe. We got our dog as a puppy, which is a baby dog. I don't know if you know that. What happens when you get a puppy is you're really excited, everyone's excited for you, and then 2 weeks later, you have a nervous breakdown. Because every day your puppy gets stronger, and you get weaker, until it breaks you. Because you think you're getting a little baby dog, and that's not what it is. Sure, it has a baby dog body, shark teeth, Hannibal Lecter mind. They destroy so much stuff. There's so much property destruction. And you have 2 choices for how to deal with that. Either you can get angry and stressed out constantly, or you can embrace a Buddhist philosophy. I realized this because I came home, and for the second time in a row, my puppy had chewed through a brand new pair of Birkenstock sandals. And I was like, either he has now cost me $400 plus tax, or he's teaching me an important lesson about the pointlessness of material value. Namaste. I now understand that, like the sandals, I too am temporary.
I wish I could go back and play sports. I wish I could wrestle. I wish I could go back and not college. Like, college is just too hard. It was too hard. Even when I won, I was like, I don't feel good, coach. But high school sports, that was awesome. High school sports. I think high school sports are just the funnest thing in the world. But they're different today. Like, it's not the same. Like, the sports are different. They don't have the same sports. Do you know the state of Illinois has high school fishing? They do. I'm not lying. It's a school sport like football or baseball. They're like, we're going to beat you guys in Friday night in fishing. Like, they have a state championship for fishing sanctioned, which means there's got to be fishing coaches. I'm gonna guess they're similar to the coaches I had. Will you boys embarrass yourselves out there on that lake today? Hayes got his hook caught in a tree. Jansen pulled a shoe out of the lake, and Martin, you couldn't catch a fish in the seafood department at the grocery store. If I was a fish, I'd feel safe around every one of you. All right, everybody, hands in, fish on 3. If there's a high school fishing coach, somewhere out there, there is an assistant high school fishing coach, and I never wanted to meet somebody so bad in my life. Guys, we're going to have a tackle box inspection at 9 a.m. And you better have all your hooks and you better have all your lures, or you're not going to get on that school bus. I can tell you that right now. Bobby Henderson, I found a half of a ham sandwich in your tackle box. That's not how a fisherman treats his equipment, son. You think Beck Winkleman has a half of a ham sandwich in his tackle box? You think Bill Dance has any kind of a sandwich in his tackle box? That's all I got, Coach. Back to you. You know the parents are involved too. Coach, my boy deserves to be starting on this fishing team. You got him sitting there on the shore. Put him in the boat, Coach. Put him in the boat. Put my boy in that boat. He ready for a back issue of Field and Stream. He don't even read the field parts, just Stream. That's all he looks at, Coach. You better put my boy in that boat, Coach. Fishing's in his blood. I had him tying hooks when he was 2 years old. They told me, don't give a sharp object to a toddler, but he had his tetanus, so I gave it to him, and it stuck him. It stuck him a couple of times. So when I tell you it's in his blood, it's in his blood, Coach. It's in his blood. Put my boy in that boat. You think they have fishing cheerleaders? Be patient. Be patient. Shut up, Charlene. You're scaring the fish. Catfish, crappie, smallmouth bass. Your outboard motor's out of gas. We've got worms, yes we do. We've got worms, how about you? Bang, bang, choo-choo train. Come on, anglers, do that thing. Hook it, reel it, weigh it, now throw it back. Bang, bang, choo-choo train. Come on, anglers, do that thing. You didn't think it was going to be that kind of show, did you? We got it all. You don't know how much training I had to do that. It's real though. I'm not like they have high school fishing teams. Like it's like they have college fishing teams. They have scholarships to college for fishing. Somewhere, there's a dad that's like, sit down, son. They cut my hours at the mill today. I can't afford to send you to college. You want to make it out of this town? You're going to have to fish your way out. I met a high school fishing coach from Illinois, and I had a lot of questions. I did. I go, I assume it's a spring sport. He goes, well, we practice all year round. I was like, it's Illinois. You don't, you know? And he goes, in the winter, we practice indoors. Where? Tell me it's not the swimming pool. That's not fair to the swim team. That's why they made that pool. Like, Coach, one of your anglers hooked my best butterflyer. It's partially his fault. He's a sucker for spinnerbait. But I mean, come on, Coach. We're supposed to share this pool. You like it? Bang, bang. They told me I wasn't moving my hips enough in practice. Is it? Bang, bang, choo, choo. It's not. They have other weird sports. The state of Texas has high school barbecue. I know they do. They do. Like I don't think it's like as prevalent as fishing, but but there's teams that like high school teams that barbecue against each other. And I'm going to tell you right now, I would have played that sport. Like that would have been. I would have quit wrestling so fast to go out for a barbecue. I love I would have done one. I would like, Coach, I want to be on this team. I'll do what it takes. I'll start on chicken or turkey. Like you don't have to. I don't have to do the big stuff now. Put me on sides. Put me on sides, Coach. I'll be on the mac and cheese squad. I don't care. Like I want to earn my way. I love barbecue, man. I love it. I love it so much, man. I travel every week, and I go to a barbecue place, every town. And before you start, I'm not going to listen to you. Like, I don't ask locals anymore because they don't want you to go somewhere close. Like, it's never. Like, hey, man, I saw this place. It was right by my hotel. I'm going to go to this bar. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. That's not real barbecue. You don't want to go there. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to get on the freeway. You're going to go about 45 miles, okay? You're going to come to a rusted down mailbox. You make a right there on a gravel road, and you just keep going till it ends. There's a man that lives in a dirt hole. Now, he comes out of that hole every Thursday morning with a brisket. That's some barbecue right there. That's some barbecue. He don't take money. You got to give him baseball cards, but I'm going to tell you what, like that's some barbecue right there. Stick with me. I love barbecue. I do, and I go a lot. But here's my main problem with barbecue restaurants. It's the only business where it's just fine for them to not have the stuff that they say they're gonna have. Like they're smug about it. They're not sorry. Like they're smug. They'll be like, "Can I get some ribs?" You want ribs? You want ribs at 3:30 in the afternoon? Son, we ain't had ribs since 11:05. They line up for these ribs. You can't just come in here in the afternoon looking for some ribs. I mean, they line up. They line up for these ribs. Billy, we got a boy out here who says he wants some ribs. I don't know who's going to bring it to him. Maybe Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny. Just give me the ribs. Make some more. Like you're a business.
So now I live in Brooklyn, and I like it. Yeah, I know lots of Brooklyn people. So neighborhood's great. However, 3 months ago there was a shooting on our street. Nobody got hurt, but here's what happened. Someone came by in the middle of the night and shot 3 shots in 3 consecutive doorways. Boom, boom, boom. And just to give you an idea of the street, if they would have kept going, the next doorway would be a yoga studio. All right? So the yoga ladies went insane. They were like, "This place has bad vibes!" They were mad. And then the real estate agents were like, "How are we gonna sell these apartments for millions of dollars now?" And then the families were like, "Is this a safe place for our children?" And everyone wanted to know what the shooter looked like. That's all they cared about. They were like, "What does the shooter look like? What do we know about this guy? Was he black? Was he white? Hispanic? What do we know about this guy? What does he look like?" And then news came back that the shooter was a woman. Yeah. And the conversation totally changed. Oh yeah. Everyone was like, "Oh, did she get him?" I mean, clearly he had it coming, but did she get him? The yoga ladies were on board. They were like, "We will finish the job!" Just whipping around their mats. The real estate agents were using it as marketing. They're like, the kind of street where a woman's in charge. Even the families were like, you can stand up for yourself like that woman did. She was a hero. And the only thing they cared about how the woman shooter looked was if she looked satisfied. And then gossip in the neighborhood circulated again, and news came back that the woman shooter was a hired gun. She was hired to do the job. I know! That has got to be something that you get paid for over Venmo, right? That would be a shenanigan. I'm just saying. That would be a shenanigan.
I just like having my own thing to do during the day. I like to do whatever I want, and I get that when I'm on the road. I don't get that when I'm at home. If it's a family trip, I have no say whatsoever. Not long ago, we went to Amish country. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Amish country, but that place sucks. It is terrible. Not fun. You know what I didn't like? I'll tell you what I didn't like. The people. I didn't like the people. I found them to be very hypocritical, because they're like, we don't believe in electricity, but we'll use it if we need to run your Visa card. And I don't like that attitude. And I told him, I said, go big or go home, Ezekiel. Don't plug up, dude. It's a slippery slope. And he didn't like me, probably because his name wasn't Ezekiel, and I kept trying to guess what it was. I was like, Abraham. No. Jebediah? No. All right, I'll stop. The only reason I agreed to go in the first place was if I was allowed to take pictures and document the whole trip on social media. And the first time I took a picture, I get scolded by this Amish guy. He's like, sir, we would appreciate if you're going to take pictures, you didn't take them of us. And I said, why is that? He goes, pictures give people a sense of pride. We don't like to do things that make us feel proud. I'm like, you're charging $3,000 for a kitchen table without any chairs to go with it. I'm pretty sure you're proud of that table, all right? Why don't you worry about filling in that mustache? Because you look silly. I don't care how good your pretzels are. I'm never coming back here again. Are you kidding me? Not proud? Really? Why don't you tell me for the 5th time how you put that barn up in one day, okay? I don't need this. I left him a scathing Yelp review. I never heard back from a manager.
So my birthday, I was angry and I was driving. Everybody knows when you're angry and you're driving, you crash. So I was speeding really hard. I get pulled over, right? The cop gets out of the car. It's a black cop, so immediately I'm like, yeah, about to get a discount. So he walks over, right? He goes, let me see your license registration, please. I panicked and I gave him my Applebee's gift card. He goes, you trying to bribe me with an Applebee's gift card? Get out the car. And when he said that on the inside, I was like, it's my birthday. But on the outside, I just turned 19. I'm trying to be tough in front of my brother. I'm like, I got a car, don't matter to me, cuz. Oh, you gonna put cuffs on me? Okay, you think it's the first time I've been in cuffs? Because it was. I was like, these are so cold. And he goes, what's up with your attitude? And I was like, I ain't got no attitude. But I said it like that. So he starts to put me in the back of the cop car. As he's doing that on the inside, I was like, it's my birthday. But on the outside, I'm like, it's my birthday. And I peed on myself a little bit. It wasn't like a full amount of pee. It was right before the cutoff point. I was like, ooh, that was almost unstoppable. And so I get inside the back of the cop car because he wouldn't let me in the front. And he goes, hey, man, what's going on? And I was like, it's my birthday. Everybody forgot. And then he checks my ID, sees it's my birthday, and says, all right, man, get out of here. I was like, are you serious? He goes, yes, I'm serious. Hurry up and get out before I change my mind. And I was like, oh, snap, man, but like I'm in cuffs right now. And he says, oh yeah, my bad, let me get out. Then he gets out, he unlocks the door, he uncuffs me, goes, hey man, just slow down. I was like, thank you so much, officer. I start walking back to the car, hit that little spin move, hey. You know that spin move where you try to wipe all the tears before your brother sees you crying? I did that one. And I get in the car, my brother's like, I already heard you crying. I was like, I don't care, it's my birthday. I'll cry if I want to. Like, you would cry too if it happened to you. And, the cop, he pulled up right next to me. And he rolled down the window and says, "Hey, man, happy birthday." Pulls off. I'm like, wow, this man just stole my Applebee's gift card. The worst birthday ever, man.
I saw this old man, like grandpa-age old man, getting gas at the Costco a couple months ago. And he knew exactly where his gas tank was. He goes right up to his gas tank. I'm watching him. Now he starts hitting every pocket on his person. And grandpas have just like 1 million pockets. Why is there so many pockets? And I'm like watching him, like, what are you doing, sir? And then finally he found it. Just a single key that was floating around his body. Single key for his gas cap that had extra security. He had a lock on his... I saw this and I was immediately like, sir, where do you live, sir? Wherever you live, sir, you gotta move. You gotta move. You gotta move away from whatever old people you live by, sir. I know that this guy lives by old people, okay, because I'm a millennial and I'm gonna speak on behalf of our entire generation when I say we don't know how to siphon gas, okay? And if we don't know how to siphon gas, Gen Z for sure does not know how to siphon gas. So this guy needs to move out of whatever 55 and up neighborhood he lives in, where his old neighbors will suck a little bit of gas out of his tank at night. I thought about that old guy for like 3 weeks after I saw him do that. Every time I would pump gas, I would think about that old man. And the thing that bothered me the most, San Diego, is I was like, why don't you just put the key with your truck key? Just put them together so you could save time, Grandpa. You just put it together and it's easier. You know where it's at. And then the more I thought about him, I figured it out. I'm like, this guy is like my grandpa. I don't know if your grandpa's like mine. He's like a retired Navy guy, and he has systems and protocols for everything that he does. And it takes longer, but he'll tell you exactly why it's better. Like, they just have their system on how they do it. And I figured it out. This is this old man's security system for his truck. This is his security system. Like, if his truck ever gets stolen, he's gonna call the cops and be like, hi, yeah, my truck got stolen. It's a 1997 Ford F-150. They always know everything about the truck. 1997 Ford F-150 Lariat Edition, scarlet red. Yeah, I got stolen from in front of my house. Yeah, if you could just set a search perimeter for about 50 miles from my house, I'll think you'll... What? What is that? No, yeah, I never fill it up to full. It's got about a 50-mile range. I got a 50-mile range. No, the gas cap is locked. They can't get into the gas cap. It's locked. No, I got a funky key from Korea. Nobody could get in. Yeah, just head down to the county line and like work your way back to my house. Let me know when you find my truck and just come pick me up in your cruiser. I'll bring my water hose and suck a little bit of gas out of your tank. Get me down to the Costco.
I'm approaching the age where I'm gonna start getting my clothes the same place I get my groceries. Say I won't. You will catch me at Costco. Yeah. About to get them Kirkland jeans, them Kirkland socks, that Kirkland body wash. Hey, this Kirkland gang, what? It's about to be my new Tuesday. I'm gonna start out front, give me a hot dog and a soda for $1.50. Then I'll flash my VIP card and mosey on in. I start with a lap of samples. Then I take my hair out of my ponytail, make a lap in the other direction. Round two. Hey, but if you come in for a second sample at Costco, be warned. These sample ladies get offended. They act a type of way if you come in for a second sample. Like they have been baking from scratch all day long. Like, really? Beth? Just give me another chicken tender. Why you gotta do this? It's embarrassing enough just asking for a sample. It's embarrassing, right? Because you have to pretend like you've never heard of this product before. You said it's a tender? And you dip it? Sure, I'll try one. I be coming up with lies just to get a second sample. I do. I'll be like, I'm sorry, can I get another one for my husband who's really hungry? Where is he? Oh, he's at home.
Which is a huge bonus for me. I don't know how to cook. I never learned. I should have. My mom tried to teach me growing up. I was arrogant about it. I was like, I don't need to learn this now. I know where the grocery store is. I'll figure it out when I'm an adult. And then I tried to do that and realized that is impossible because if you don't know how to cook, you also don't know how to shop because foods are not together in the grocery store. The grocery store is a place where someone has disassembled foods and hid the pieces all over a building. I gotta wander around a warehouse trying to reverse engineer tacos from memory. So like I could cook, but it would just be worse. And that's no good for anybody because groceries cost the same regardless of your skill level. I found that out as well. I can't cut a deal with the butcher. Like, listen, I'm gonna ruin these steaks, I promise. We're talking brown all the way through. I don't know how to make them pink in the middle. I've never seen it. Anybody you could knock a couple of bucks off? But no, there's no such thing as training steaks. So my wife cooks, and in exchange, I do the dishes. I'm told this is a very common arrangement with successful couples, right? Cook people love bringing it up. If you're not gonna cook, you gotta do the dishes. That's fair, that's even, that's the trade. And while I am willing to do the dishes, I do not agree that this is an even trade. Now, I know there are dish people in this room right now that are hesitant to get on board with me because you are sitting with the cook person in your life. And that is fine. Stare straight ahead quietly. I'll say what needs to be said. Dishes sucks, all right, cooks? Sucks the whole time. It's not satisfying or fulfilling. There's no fun new dish recipes that we get to try. And it's even worse doing the dishes for someone who is cooking and knows that they will not be doing the dishes. Because this causes them to use every possible dish. I'll just put this mustard into a little bowl and then I'll put it in the pan. Just take it out of the jar and put it in the pan. For God's sake, run the spoon under some water for 3 seconds. Instead of just gluing it to the countertop. There you go, it lives there now. Get that off in the morning with a butter knife. Dishes is awful, right? It's what they threaten you with at a restaurant if you can't pay your bill. They don't mention the police. They're like, you're gonna have to do dishes, the worst thing in the world. Cooking's not even close. People love cooking, right? They devote their lives to it. There's entire TV shows where they watch other people do it. Every single one of the shows, they put a camera in their face. What are you gonna do if you win the cooking cook contest? And they all go, I'm gonna buy a restaurant so I can cook all the time. I love cooking. There is not one show devoted to dishes. We don't get a show. There's no show called Scrubbed. They're like, all right, under this cloth, there's a bunch of dirty dishes. You can use any kind of sponge you want. Everybody ready? It's all cast iron pans.
I eat a lot when I'm stressed. Oh my God, you should see what I eat. It is such junk. I love sugar, cookies, cake, ice cream. If I were to come over to your house and you brought out a platter of warm, homemade chocolate chip cookies, which I would expect, I would eat every single one of those cookies with no embarrassment. Even online, when they go, accept cookies? Yeah, I accept cookies. And I accept milk. My wife looked at me the other day. She goes, those pants are looking a little tight on you, those jeans. I said, yeah, because you got the heat up too high on the dryer. She goes, no, I think you got the stack of cookies up too high on your plate. Yeah, I mean, it's salt. I love salt too. Popcorn. Who doesn't like popcorn? You ever been eating popcorn at somebody's house and start wondering if their popcorn bowl was also their throw-up bowl? Because it is our house. Bagels, I like bagels. I like to order the everything bagel and then ask the server to put the everything on the side. Because I may not want all of the everything, I may want some of the everything. Alcohol, not so much for me. A couple glasses of wine once in a while, but not so much. My friend Steve had a big problem with drinking. Oh my God, Steve, he really hit rock bottom and we were really concerned and we loved him. So we decided that we would do an intervention. And I have never been part of an intervention on this side before. You know what I'm saying? And the night we were gonna go over there, we were all so nervous, we started having a few drinks. You know what I mean? And then a few more after that. And by the time I got to his house, I was so wasted. He was my designated driver to get me home. But the intervention did take place about a month later, but it was for me this time. Do you know what the most stressful job in the world is? Air traffic controller. But not if you don't take it seriously. I grind my teeth at night now. I grind my teeth. Any teeth grinders here? I could hear them. I could hear your teeth grinding. I gotta wear a night guard at night and a retainer on the bottom. Sexy. And get this, 6 months ago I found out I have sleep apnea. So now I gotta wear this full face mask with a hose pumping air in and out on top of the night guard and the retainer and probably a few cookies in there.
The hardest thing about moving in with someone is getting adjusted to each other's bad habits. I'll go first with mine. My bad habit is yelling. I do yelling. And I thought, oh, this is just being Italian-American, but that's not what it's called now. That's not what it's called in 2022. It's not called being Italian-American. Now it's called toxic and problematic. It's no longer ethnic. It's now toxic and problematic. Her problem, and since she's not here, we'll get into it. She leaves her crap all over the place. I mean, real bad. Cupboards open, drawers open, clothes all over the floor. So I go, were you raised in a barn? That's a pretty standard thing to say to somebody who's being a slob. Were you raised in a barn? But she's from rural Indiana. So it turns out she actually was raised in a barn. She took it personal and it started a 4-day fight. But it was a cultural miscommunication and she did it back to me. During the fight, she called me a pig, and that's a slap in the face in my culture. But to somebody from rural Indiana, a pig is your friend. She just meant that you are very loyal and trustworthy. But I remember the first time our bad habits collided. You know, I walk in the apartment and it's a mess and I go, what is this? What is this? And she comes out of the room and looks at me and goes, please stop yelling. I go, oh, I wasn't yelling at you. I was yelling at the person that I thought kidnapped you. Because this looks like a crime scene. What are you trying to tell me with this? You're from the Midwest. Are you pro-tornado? Because I'm anti-tornado. I think they destroy lives. But it's not that. It's just that Indiana is a different place than New York. It's not better or worse. It's just different. I went to go visit her people. Very nice. I ducked away for a little alone time. I went to the diner. And I had a great meal, and I got the bill. And the bill was for $6. So I call the waitress over. I go, excuse me, miss, there must be some mistake. This says $6. She goes, there's no mistake, and you're going to pay every penny of it. I go, I don't think you understand. What I'm saying is I have enough money in my pocket right now to buy this restaurant. So living together is going pretty good for me, guys. But I made a mistake during the quarantine. And don't ever do this with your significant partner. We're laying in bed, and I go, let's get to know each other a little bit better. On the count of 3, let's blurt out our IQs. Never do that with your significant partner. One of you is dumber. And in my case, it was me, and I was much dumber. And she loves me, so she was trying to save it. She goes, Mike, you have a much lower IQ than I do. Even you're smart enough to know that. She goes, but you have this other thing called emotional intelligence, and that's pretty valuable too. And I did some research, and it turns out emotional intelligence is completely made up. It's fake. It's just something that smart people tell dumb people that they have so that the dumb people don't kill themselves. And they stay alive, and they do the jobs that the smarter people don't want to do. So my jobs in the apartment are as follows. Sanitation and extermination. Bugs and trash. That's what I do. I do bugs and trash. And sometimes she'll quiz me. She'll go, what are your jobs? I'll go, bugs and trash. And she'll be like, who's my guy? I go, I am. Nail it every time.
What happens when you approach 40 is that all of your friends start running a marathon. And I can't be bothered with that. Even for charity, I can't be asked. My rule is, if you want me to sponsor you to run a marathon, I will pay you my money to run a marathon, provided you look like you cannot possibly complete a marathon. I think that's fair. If you look like you'll breeze it, you get nothing from me. Dead by mile 5, £3.50. That's my thing. My friend Josh said he wanted to do a skydive, right? He was really interested in doing a parachute jump. He'd always gone on about it. And he said, finally, I'm going to do it. And I went, good for you. And he said, but can you give me some sponsorship money, right? I'm doing it for charity. I said, whoa. You're not doing it for charity. You're doing it for Josh, right? Because you want to do it. You're doing it for you. He said, no, it's for charity. I said, well, in that case, let's try a little thought experiment, shall we? See if you can follow me through this. How about I offer you double the donation not to do it? And he said, that's not really in the spirit of the thing. Okay, fine, you go ahead. As long as you realise that now I've made you that offer and you've declined, you're now doing a skydive against cancer research. Which is particularly appalling given what happened to your brother, if I may say.
I was just in Mexico. Yeah, I ate ants. Yeah, the insects, not lady uncles. It was at a restaurant. I wasn't just bored at a picnic. And it was a prefix menu, like you don't order. They were just bringing us tacos. First course was chicken tacos. It's a crowd pleaser. Second course, they're like, these are ant tacos. I'm like, what is happening right now? Before the meal, they asked us if we had any allergies or food restrictions, but I didn't know how far back I had to take that. They're like, these are ants. I'm like, I also don't eat loose nickels or urinal cakes. Just to be crystal clear, now that I see what you're capable of. And if you guys were me and my wife, the chef was standing right there. So we felt like we had to eat them, you know? We didn't want to be ugly Americans. So I got a mouthful of bugs. I'm pretending it's not ants, but the chef wouldn't let us forget that it was ants. He kept telling us, he was like, they're big and juicy, and we cut off their heads in the rain. And I'm like, say less. You know what I mean? Like, I don't don't want to be culturally insensitive, but everybody knows eating ants is weird. You know how I know? The whole planet agrees to call one of our animals the ant eater. Have you seen that thing? It's like a low-to-the-ground hairy elephant. That's probably what we were gonna call it. And someone was like, hold up, check out what this freaky is eating. You know what I mean? Its diet is the headlining oddity. And it was an ant and clam taco. That's correct. That's the correct response. Ant and clam. I've never eaten something and looked for refuge in the flavor of clam. Got a mouthful of carpenters. I'm like, look for the clam! Clam will save us from this zinky nightmare. Clam, the condom of the ocean. King Neptune's chewy prophylactic. I'm like, it's our only hope! Same night, my first night in Mexico, I got stung by a scorpion. Yeah, big bug day. It was in my bed. Isn't that freaky? It was in the bed. Yeah, it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. It just felt scratchy. I was asleep. I remember thinking, what's the thread count of these sheets? I whip open the covers. I get my flashlight out. There's a dead scorpion in the bed. Yeah, got him. That's a weird feeling. Coursing with scorpion venom. I'm like, I gotta wake up Val. Gotta wake up my wife, because I don't know if I'm gonna be around. That's a weird consideration when you're like, I'm about to be playing the part of the body. So let's get someone else in this narrative. So I use my big boy voice. I didn't know I had a big boy voice. I found it in a crisis. I talked to my wife real sweet. That morning I was like, Valerie, I've been attacked. She's like, ah! She woke up straight away. I went out on the balcony. It got me 4 times on the ankle. Yeah, good empathy. So I elevated it. That was my idea. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know if that was helping or just draining the poison straight to my corazon. And my wife is a really sweet, non-confrontational person. Even in an emergency, it turns out. Because I'm out there elevating it. I can hear her on the phone with the front desk. I'm not making this up. She's like, hi, buenos dias, buenos dias. Yes, it is a beautiful day here in Mexico. Oh, no, you go. You go. Okay, I'll go. One of us is dying. It was like... They sent a doctor right away. I was like, how often does this happen? He came out onto the balcony. He didn't speak any English. I speak a little bit of Spanish. I'm not making this up. I go, ¿Cuántos minutos yo tengo? ¿Cuántos minutos para yo? ¿Es ahora el tiempo para adiós siempre? ¿El grande sueño para mí? He didn't speak any English. He had a real thick accent. I'm not going to do his accent. Nice try. You're not taking me down for a questionable voice. But you know what he sounded like. I'll tell you what he said. You can add it up here. You can't get canceled up here. And you know what he sounded like, you racist. You know just what he sounded. He goes, in 24, I'm kind of doing it. I don't know why. He goes, in 24 hours, you will be dead. That's what he said. Stay thirsty, my friends. That's what he said. And they got in their golf cart. They sailed off. They said they had to get the anti-venom shot. I was like, you could have brought it. We told you what happened. You could have brought it. And I was laying there, and I was really worried I was going to die. But I was equally worried that I'm a comedian. And I grew up in the 90s playing video games. And I'm a silly, silly fun boy. So I knew, yeah. So I knew there was a real risk that I'd have like a dumb death, like a stupid death. Like I'd be fading out and I'd just look at my wife and be like, Scorpion wins. You know what I mean? Like a dumb joke. As I'm passing away, just like, fatality. It is a fatality. And I die. I can't have my last meal be ants. There's no 13th floor in my hotel in Mexico. No 13th floor in my hotel here in town. Isn't that weird? I think it's crazy. In this day and age, we still skip the 13th floor because it's an unlucky floor. Same with hospitals. There's no room 13. Same with airplanes. There's no 13th row. Isn't that nuts? I think it's weird. I know people that complain that transgender people relax. You're gonna like it. Look at my friendly open face. We're going to safe pastures. You're gonna like this one. I think it's funny. I know people that complain that transgender people make up such a small percentage of the population, but they get special treatment. But I know a lot of transgender people. I don't know a single person who's afraid to stay on the 13th floor of a hotel. And we've been bending over backwards for these psychos for hundreds of years. Is this a big problem? A lot of time-traveling pilgrims staying at the Best Western? Like we have you on the 13th floor. Oh, hell nay you do. That's the Lucifer level. So you see in the elevator, if you look at the buttons, it goes 12, 14. You realize if it goes 12, 14, the 14th floor is the 13th floor. It just identifies as the 14th floor. And we're all totally fine with it, see? We'll get there. I've noticed that the people that have the hardest time changing people's pronouns based on their gender identities, the people that struggle with that the most, are the same people that get really mad if you call their truck a car. It's just an observation. It's the same group. Like, let's take your car. It's a truck! Okay, Jesus Christ. Just saw a windshield and 4 tires. I just assumed. Oh, now I gotta remember that to make you feel safe? Fuck you, Chad. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a truck, and it's a he, him. Look, I put a ball sack on the hitch. I've misgendered people in my life. It's a terrible feeling. That's not a joke. It's horrible. I hate it. So I have a new rule. If I don't know you, I don't care how you present. I don't call anyone sir or ma'am. I just call everyone my friend. If I don't know you, just call you my friend. Hasn't happened since. It's nice. It works. Yeah. The only problem is now I sound like a Saudi Arabian car dealer. My friend, my friend, my friend. Good car, white BMW, my friend. It's funnier because some of you clapped. It's funnier. Lifting up one group, pushing down another for no reason. I don't know why. It's comedy. It's the best we can do.
But I want to talk about these bags. And this is one of those reusable shopping bags. And this one just happens to be made out of plastinium, you know? Just a coincidence. But where I'm from in Boulder, they want you to use these bags. And if you use one of these plastic shopping bags, they charge you $0.10 per bag. Tax, I know. And it always gets really quiet during this part of the show. Everybody's like, dude, just pay the damn dime, you know? And honestly, it would not be the first time I bought a dime bag in Boulder, but it makes me mad. Because I feel like I'm doing my part. Like I say, I'm a vegetarian, I ride the bus, and I don't care if you eat me. You could tackle a cow right in front of me and start gnawing on it. I'd be like, hey, I think that's your right, go ahead, you know? And if the cow started winning, I would jump down there and start fighting the cow with you. But it makes me mad. Like I say, 10 cents a bag, right? But here's what I found, and that is that these much smaller produce bags are free, you know? So I started bagging my groceries in these, and then I'm like, hey, I'm gonna need some help to the bus stop, because I have 83 of these. You could send a bag boy, and that didn't sound right, so then I was like, bag person, and that sounded even weirder. So I was like, if you could just send your lowest paid employee, that would be great. So here's the other thing, though, like I go through the self-checkout, and it prompts you, and it says, how many bags would you like to purchase? So one day I was feeling my oats, and I'm like, hey, I hit 200 and hit send, So the manager comes out, and he goes, sir, you didn't mean to purchase 200 bags, did you? And that threw down to 20, and I said, I sure did, man. And I made him count out 200 of these plastic bags. And then I was like, Oprah, you get a bag, you get a bag. So, oh, thanks, man. So the manager comes out, and he goes, sir, you have to stop, you can't do that. And I said, you can't stop me. I bought these bags. This is America. I'm doing it. And it turns out they could stop me. There was a lawsuit, and I'm no longer allowed to shop for groceries in Boulder. So now, a lot of comics sell T-shirts or CDs after the show. I'm selling this book, and I didn't write it, but I'm selling it, so I just have the one, so see me in a hurry if you're interested. And I'm also selling this. It's thin spaghetti, if you're listening at home. I'm selling some thin spaghetti. It's, I guess I should describe it. It's a 1-pound bag. Box of thin spaghetti. I did one of those things at the grocery store where you buy 10 and you get a really good deal. So I bought 10 of these, and then it turns out I'm not a fan of thin spaghetti. So $1 OBO. All right. Now, I want to talk about this. This is a book called The Lunchbox Surprise, and it's not for sale, but I wrote an alternative ending to The Lunchbox Surprise, and I'm going to share it with you tonight. But I wanted to tell you this. I did this joke forever in the 90s, and then the illustrator and the author of The Lunchbox Surprise contacted me and said, hey, here's another surprise. We don't like you doing this, but... So now I'm going to go ahead, and this is how it starts, I swear. It's time for lunch, it's time to eat. The teacher says, now take your seat. All right, that starts off nicely, My lunch is best, say Jan and Pam. I'm going to call BS right off the bat on Jan and Pam. I haven't seen anybody's lunch. I don't know how many kids are in the class. It's like, calm down, Jan and Pam. Let's see how this thing plays out, I'm going to skip ahead because it does read a little long. Jan has peanut butter, bread, and jam. All right, that sounds pretty good, Okay. Dan has soup. Or no, I'm sorry, Pam has soup. Dan has ham. I'm giving it to Dan, man. He's packing the animal protein. Max has chicken, rice, and peas. I'm guessing Max is Mediterranean. I don't know. I'm just saying, I hope he has his paperwork in order. But Sam has nothing, not a spot. Sam has nothing, his mom forgot. I know. It takes a weird turn, man. I'm like, what is Sam's mom getting into that she's sending an empty lunchbox to school? That's the story I want to read. Sam is surprised, Sam is sad, Sam is hungry, Sam is mad. I don't blame him, I'd be mad too, Now here's the part I wrote. Sam's mom is a witch, and that's no lie. If he keeps missing lunch, he's gonna die.
Taco Bell is amazing. You guys like Taco Bell? Yeah, that's a very polarizing restaurant. No one's ever on the fence about Taco Bell. You just say it, and people are like, absolutely, or hard pass, which is a constipation joke, but also a firm no. I respect Taco Bell because they know what I just said. They know if you're going to eat there, you're going to eat there. You ever seen a commercial for Taco Bell? Never makes sense. Doesn't have to. Doesn't affect the bottom line. They'll put out a product that has the exact same ingredients as 6 other products on their current menu. They just change the name or shape of it and try to make you feel dumb when you call them out on it. They're like, you've never had this. This is seasoned steak, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, and sour cream encased in a flour tortilla. How does that sound? I mean, it sounds like a steak burrito. Well, it's not. One more time for the new guy. All right, steak burrito. See it right here? It's rolled up. Big deal. This, guys, what we did here is we fold in the sides and we press it with a t-shirt iron. What is so hard to understand about the technology we've invested to make crunch wraps? That's it. They make up food names. Like, those things don't exist. There's no such thing as a crunch wrap. Their dessert menu's a joke. They just take other desserts you've heard of and change it a little bit. They're like, we're the only ones that have Cinnabon bites. Isn't that just a cut up Cinnabon? I mean, yeah, but we cut it up for you, okay? You could say gracias. My bad. Is there like a cool container you're gonna serve them to me in? No, man, it's just a drink cup. But we gave it a Slurpee lid so you could cut your fingers trying to get the ones off the bottom. So, de nada. I remember several years ago, the Hostess company went bankrupt, and then a month later, an unknown entity saved them from bankruptcy. I thought for sure it was Taco Bell. I was waiting on that commercial forever, right? It's the Twinkie burrito. We have stuffed a Twinkie full of taco meat. Some people are like, ooh. Potheads are like, absolutely. Sir, would you like Twinkie cream or sour cream? I don't care if it's coffee cream. I would just like my Twinkie burrito, some fire sauce, 2 Ho-Ho Lupas, and a Mountain Dew. I would like the Baja. Guys, we got an obesity problem in this country. And I know you're like, is this dude about to make fun of fat people while using his stomach as an armrest? And the answer is yes. It's not that funny, lady. All right, just relax. Thought I could fool you with the track jacket. They sell these to anybody. You don't even have to be a runner. My weight's gone up and down my whole life, and I blame the Book It program. If you don't know what the Book It program is, when I was in elementary school, Pizza Hut decided that the best way to solve the illiteracy problem was to offer children a free personal pan pizza if they read 4 books, or told their teacher that they read 4 books. And I mean, it was awesome when you were a kid, right? You got pizza for doing homework, but 30 years later, nobody's making you read books and you're hooked on pizza. That's kind of what I'm going through right now. I knew I had to drop some weight because I reached a point where I thought people were talking about my weight all the time, whether they were or not. That's just where my head was. Like when the Delta flight attendant asked me to switch seats to balance out a Canadair regional jet. That'll ruin your day real quick, okay? Because if I think about it, it's not me. It's where I'm sitting versus where there's too many empty seats. But if you're self-conscious about your weight, that's not what you hear. What you hear is, sir, if you move 10 feet that way, the whole plane will fly properly. Could you help us out? Could you help us out? And if you have to use the restroom, please ring your call button so we can send 2 people to your seat. Okay, I don't want to turn this thing into a space shuttle. We're just trying to get to Florida. I don't know. I rationalize too much, right? I think, you know what? Everybody loves food. Why do I have to change? And it's true. Everybody does love food. Bath & Body Works was selling a candle that smells like mashed potatoes. How fat are you? Okay? when you want your bedroom to smell like buttered mashed potatoes. This fat. Turns out I got the gravy one too. It smelled amazing. It was a great deal. It was buy one, get one. And I got a free bottle of fried chicken body wash because I opened up a credit card to pay for it. Like, it was a good deal. Number one show on TV 6 years in a row was Man vs. Food. Yeah, they're doing it again. They got a new guy because the first one exploded or whatever. We don't need to do that show again. I learned everything I was supposed to learn the first time around. I watched that show as if it were a documentary meant to show America what will happen to your body if you eat unhealthy every day for 6 years. If you watch it like that, it works. You could leave here tonight. Go to YouTube. Do a search for Man vs. Food. Watch a clip from season 1, then immediately watch a clip from season 6. You'll notice a difference right away. That guy was way skinnier when he started, and he had an amazing vocabulary. Where'd that go? Watch season 1. He's very articulate. He's like, folks, there is a symphony of flavor going on in my mouth right now. When I bit down, I got heat from the peppers, I got sweet from the relish, little salt from the bacon. This place, they've done it, I'll tell you. They have made perfect harmony in the form of a sandwich. And then 6 years later, he's like, this is yummy. It's really good. It's too easy to eat terrible. It's everywhere, and I fall for it. I see some gimmick food, they're like, this is the most calories ever. And I'm like, I gotta try that. Wendy's has a sandwich called Son of Baconator. Their food is making babies when they're closed to sell the next day. Little sandwich children. Golden Corral, that place is still a thing. You ever go to Golden Corral? You can go once. Can't go twice. Because when you go that first time, you learn there are no rules. There is no code of conduct. That's why it's called Golden Corral. It's just like the Old West of eating. I was like, maybe this was a bad idea. We try to leave. The guy's like, sir, is there a problem? Look, man, I appreciate you giving me access to a chocolate fondue fountain for $9. The problem is I just watched the guy walk by with his prime rib. I was like, hey man, that's not gravy. I know. What is that you got? Whipped cream on corn on the cob. It's called cream corn. But I've needed to lose weight for a while, and I feel like I tried everything, and I would talk about it on stage, and then people would yell out how they think I should lose weight. One lady's like, you should go vegan, and I don't know if there's any vegans in here with enough strength to raise your hand, but look, if you can do it, good for you, okay? I can't do it. I've only had one vegan experience. It did not go well. I was in Jacksonville, and I was walking down the street, and I passed a bakery with all these beautiful things in the window. So I just kind of poked my head, and I go, excuse me, ma'am, what's that right there on the bottom? And she goes, that's a root beer float donut. And we just took it out of the oven about a half hour ago. Do you want one? I was like, no, I want two. But only put one in the bag, because the other one ain't making it out of this store. So she hands me the one over the counter. I take a bite as we walk to the register, and I was like... Oh. She's like, are you okay? I was like, I think you made this wrong. She goes, no, I didn't make it wrong, sir. Are you not aware that you're in a vegan bakery? I was like, I don't even know what that means. And so she points to this sign behind the counter, and it says, no product contains an ingredient that comes from an animal. And I was like, well, that's ironic, because this is some bullshit. No, I didn't say it, but I should have said it, because she deserved to hear it. And she did deserve to hear it. She should have known when I came through that door, I was in the wrong place. Look at me. Look at me! I guarantee I don't look like any of her regulars, okay? And I would have had a lot more respect for her if she would have been like, sir, I think you might want the place down the street. Yeah. Don't worry, it happens all the time. They'll have everything you're looking for. Milk, eggs, butter, taste. Right down the street. It's like 4 blocks. I'm sure you'll call an Uber. You can wait inside. It's fine. You could be any witness that you want to be. I started doing comedy in Ohio when I first started. My friends and I, you're always a broke person as a comedian, looking for ways to make money. Well, my one friend told me about this thing where you can sue somebody on court television, and the court show actually pays whoever wins, and it doesn't go on anybody's record. So we started just making up cases to sue each other, and then just split the money and make sure the plaintiff wins. I was a witness on Judge Alex. My team won, and I'm glad we won because I needed the money at the time.
Man, I'm just glad we got this money. I needed the money so bad. I'm broke. I have like 3 frozen hamburgers at home. I can't afford to buy toothpaste.
You could be any plaintiff that you want to be. I was on Judge Joe Brown as a plaintiff. You can be any defendant that you want to be. I was on Judge Alex again as a defendant. I went a few years later. I used my middle name to slip past the producers. And this one I played a promoter. I was supposed to promote my friend's Battle of the Beards contest, and I kind of just blew him off and didn't do anything. And when I got to court, I really didn't have much of a defense at all either. Judge Alex was not impressed with me.
To me, I just think communication was failed.
Communication was failed?
I agree.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I just think it was just a misunderstanding, and I don't understand why it's got to be like this.
How much weed do you smoke?
You could be any journalist that you want to be. This is a company called Monet. They're a multi-level marketing company, aka a pyramid scheme, where the only people who make money that work for them are the people at the top of the pyramid, all the executives. Everyone else just ends up wasting a bunch of time or losing money, actually. In addition to being one of these companies, they're also been known for making people lose their hair. Yeah, they have like skin products that were making people lose their hair. So I emailed them and pretended to be a reporter from a newspaper I made up called the Coloradoan Times. Signed, my name is Jackie Jones. I emailed them a meme I made of their CEO. I photoshopped him bald and said, if you like the Vin Diesel look, you should try our hair products because they'll make you bald. They wrote back and said, it's absolutely, unequivocally not from their CEO. So I said, okay, we'll make note that he didn't say anything about Vin Diesel. However, we do have something Vin Diesel said about him. I said, we can share that with you too before we run our story. They're like, yes, we absolutely want to see that story and quote before you run it. So I was like, okay, yes, this is directly from Vin's reps. I've relied on Monat to keep me bald for years. So after this email, the next email I got was from their lawyers. And they sent me a multi-page demand letter. It mentioned Vin Diesel like 6 times. And they said that you can tell it's not their CEO by a simple Google search. They said if Jackie or the Coloradoan Times publishes this, they'll take swift legal action. And then they gave me a deadline to confirm that I won't publish this. And then they said if you have any questions or want to address this issue further, please contact us or have your attorney do so. So I had my attorney do so. I wrote them and said, on January 28th, 2021, you threatened to take swift legal action. I'm reaching out to inform you that if you take any legal action against Jackie or the Coloradoan Times, even just a tiny hair of legal action, I'll respond by photoshopping every Monad executive bald. These photos will be posted on the internet and made easily accessible by a simple Google search.
In addition, I'll get in touch with every bald celebrity to ask them if they'd be interested in promoting Monat, and that list includes, but is not limited to, Pitbull, Charles Barkley, Samuel L. Jackson, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Larry David, Seal, Terry Crews, and the Dalai Lama. You have until Friday, January 29th, 2021 at 8:59 a.m. Mountain Standard Time to read this email. That time has already passed. If you have any questions or wish to address this issue further, please do not hesitate to contact a Jones. Sincerely, Jackie Jones. Jones, Jones & Jones, LLC, attorneys at law. You mess with Jones, you get the Jones. So I shared this online, and someone saw it, I guess, and then they sent me a link to a Zoom party that all of the executives, all the people at the top of the pyramid at Monat were having together. So I joined as Trae Angle, and it got a little awkward in there.
And I see one face I don't recognize. Who is Mr. Angle?
Hey, I'm Trae.
And they removed Trae from the meeting. So I tried rejoining. I changed my name really quick and tried to rejoin, and they let me back in. So I was able to say,
You mess with the Jones, you get the Jones.
You could be anything.
If you want to feel worse about yourself, watch America's Got Talent. Great way to make yourself feel like a useless piece of garbage. Because the things people do on America's Got Talent are just so insanely impressive. And then they also have these crazy backstories of adversity that make it even more impressive. Someone will go up and be like, "Hi, everyone, my name's Connor. I'm 14 years old. I was born with a very rare eye disease that has rendered me almost completely blind. At the age of 2, I started juggling butcher knives." Which has been tough because of, the blindness. Now I perform and panhandle on street corners to help support my paralyzed single mother. I'm watching, like, yeah, well, I just made an omelet all by myself. Very humbling show to watch. And I can tell the things that people do on America's Got Talent are, like, insanely impressive, but it's too impressive for, like, the average viewer to, like, emotionally connect to, and that's what you want, Like, I just think, like, someone will go up there and be like, "Hi, judges, for my performance today, I'm going to be solving 30 Rubik's Cubes in 5 seconds while on fire." Or, like, do something crazy. I think you just say something more relatable. I want to see someone go on stage and be like, "Hi, judges, for my performance today, I will be assembling this IKEA wardrobe." Without saying the F word. I'd be like, what? No chance. How's he going to do that?
Like, I love my wife, but she's from a different town in rural Tennessee. Like, her blood ain't top shelf or nothing, Like, let's be honest. Like, my wife's blood is like boxed wine, It's like, it's nobody's favorite, but people can handle it in a pinch, My blood's just moonshine made in a radiator, dude. Like, it's just poison. That's all it is, right? So I worry all the time about how my kids are going to turn out, right? But believe it or not, living in Los Angeles has kind of helped me with this, because, like, you live in LA, you look around, you see plenty of rich white kids that are all up too, and it makes me feel better. I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's not about the blood. Maybe it's just a crapshoot either way, right? But I gotta say, I feel like that's another way in which they're different is childhood trauma. Because, like, rich white kids are like, yeah, my mother was never very emotionally available, and I've got a lot of residual psychological scarring from that. And white trash kids are like, I got beat with a tire iron. I have actual scars from that.
Mothers are truly incredible. She's on top of everything before it's ever a problem. She told me this. She's like, I got this app. I want to be ready when our boys start using a computer. I'm like, they're 9 months old and 3 years old. Do we need this? She's like, we need this. She's like, this app will let us know any website they visit, even if they delete something in their search history. I'm like, do we need this? She pushes a button, up pops up a bunch of adult sites. Recently visited on her home computer. And my wife was mad. Very mad. And I was like, let me talk to them. These kids are disgusting. My wife said to me, she goes, hypothetically, she likes to do those. She goes, hypothetically, if we had an intruder in our home, would you be able to protect our family? And I'm like, hypothetically, yes. I could do anything hypothetically. She's like, Gary, it's very important for me to feel secure that you'd be able to protect us. What makes you think you could do it? And I'm like, I would have an adrenaline rush under that circumstance, and that would help me defeat the intruder. And she's like, that makes me feel much better. Well, what I didn't tell her is that the intruder would also have an adrenaline rush. And his would be way better than mine. He'd kill us in seconds. Plus, I know my body. In that situation, it would not even pump adrenaline. It would pump estrogen. I'd be dealing with that. I get it. My wife, she wants a man who makes her feel safe. And that makes two of us.
I'll try a hot dog anywhere. I had the best hot dog of my life. You'll never guess where. Seattle, Washington. Anybody heard of it? It's a big city. I went to a baseball game out there. I left the stadium. There's a hot dog stand right outside. So I walk up. I said, I would like a hot dog. And the guy goes, what do you want on it? And I was just I wasn't ready to answer that. So I was, do it. I told the guy to do it. And he looked like he'd been ready for somebody to say that. He goes, my friend, I got you. And I watch him. He takes the hot dog bun. This guy starts putting cream cheese on the bun. I was like, you're crazy. Why do you have that back there? That's not even a hot dog ingredient. Did you bring that from home? You can't use home stuff at a restaurant. Some things are home things. Remember that? Was that worth it? Nope. All right. He goes, my friend, trust me. And then he starts putting browned onions on top of that hot dog. I go, there's no way this is good. It was the best hot dog I've ever had. I've thought about it all the time. I think about it all the time. I've told a lot of people about this hot dog. I've evangelized this place all over North America. If I find out you're going to Seattle, I'll send you the coordinates of this hot dog stand. That's the impact it's had on me. Anyway, the whole reason I bring that up is because a few months ago, this is 2 years later, I'm back in Seattle. I went to another baseball game. I didn't care about the game. I left in the second inning. I'm trying to find that hot dog stand, right? And it's in the same spot. And I walk up, I promise y'all, same dude from 2 years ago. I'll never forget his eyes. And I look right at him and I go, hey, dude, you're not going to remember me. Well, it is a big day for me. I've been thinking about you for 2 years, dude. You changed my life in 2021. You won't remember this. I came in, I think I was in a mood. Maybe you were in a mood. I don't know. I said, do it. You did it. You put cream cheese on a hot dog. I've never seen that before in my life. Could you do that for me again? He looks at me all weird. He goes, my friend, are you talking about the Seattle dog? And he points at the menu above his head. I didn't see the menu 2 years ago. There's one item on the menu of this hot dog stand. It's the Seattle dog, a hot dog with, you guessed it, cream cheese and grilled onions. It's the only thing this guy makes. He makes one item all day, every day. I've talked about it for 2 years like he invented it for me. It's the signature hot dog of the city. I've recommended it to people from Seattle. Do you know how stupid that makes me look? To recommend the signature dish in that city? That's like if I went to Philadelphia and I was like, yo, dude, I found this spot today. Y'all should check it. This dude put cheese on a steak sandwich. I know it sounds crazy. Just tell him I sent you. He'll do it. He'll hook it up.
Got an Uber today, got in the car. First thing the guy says to me is like, do you mind if I talk to a friend? And I'm a normal guy, right? So I said, of course. And thank you for considering me a friend. We had the best conversation. It was so good. He was speaking Urdu and I responded in English. It was a beautiful cultural exchange. He kept doing this. I'm like, that must be a cultural gesture. So I did this. Thank you. But no, I'm good. I've been doing well. I've been cooking a lot. So good. I learned to cook online, right? But I think it's so special that recipes that used to be passed down from generation to generation. I think that's so special. So I got to tell my kids that my grandfather passed me down Jamie Oliver's superfood pasta. Tell them that Jamie Oliver's a province in China. We're from the Jamie people. I've been cooking, I've been eating at other people's houses, diversify the portfolio, you know. I was at a friend's house eating dinner and he cooked this lamb shoulder and it took him 2 days to cook this lamb shoulder and he was bragging about it. I didn't even know that was something you could brag about, like the amount of time it took you to prepare the meal. But I found it to be quite a good excuse to serve my guests leftovers. Oh, this is a 24-hour stir fry. This pizza's been dry aged for 7 days. Good stuff. I love food. I am a foodie. Guilty. Love food. I love coffee as well. Big coffee head. A couple of fans of coffee. Nice. I love coffee, but I reckon coffee culture's gone nuts. You know what I mean? Like, it's gone too far. Because there's coffee places everywhere. Like, I saw a coffee place in a rock climbing gym. I'm like, surely that's too far. Yeah. There's a coffee place at my local library. I saw a woman order a triple shot latte. I'm like, what book are you trying to read? Must be pretty tough. Anyway, I was getting a coffee from my mechanics, and mechanics are like the last profession that there's no regular retail price, right? There's no sign behind them telling you how much it's going to cost. You can't just Google how much a service is, right? It's just numbers swirling around in their mind. Only they know on any given day how much they're going to fleece you. I don't know if you can tell this just by looking at me, but I'm not a pushover. That's not a funny bit. Got a great deal out of this guy. 2 tyres, $7,000. So. He did upsell me though. I reckon he upsold me. I don't think I needed the second tyre. I just went in for a latte. This mechanic, he kept saying the word roughly, right? He's like, it's roughly quite a big job. It's roughly going to take 1 to 2 days. Like, he kept saying the word roughly, and he got so in the habit of saying it that he started saying it when he was asking for my details. He was like, roughly, what's your phone number? I'm like, if you want a ballpark, it's about $500 million. Coffee's too strong. This stuff, it's too strong. I mean, I remember back in the day, coffee used to be nice. You could drink coffee in the morning and go to sleep the same night. Like, you could even drink it at night time. Like, you could whip up a Blend 43, watch a couple of episodes, and then sink into the night, you know? Nowadays, I have a sip of coffee and I get anxiety and diarrhea. I see my barista and my guts flinch. Having a panic attack in the coffee store, I don't know. There's no drink that's as relaxing as coffee gets you G'd up. Someone's trying to tell me that it was chamomile tea, but chamomile tea sucks. Chamomile tea tastes like if water got wet. I don't know, maybe I'm being harsh. I like the scent of it. I've been using this new chamomile shampoo. Relaxing chamomile flavour. It's good stuff. I was using it for the first time. It's going so well. But then a bit of it got into my eye. And it stung a lot. But I was calm throughout the whole thing. I was like... I don't know, I don't understand it, because people ask me to meet for a coffee. They're like, let's go meet for a coffee. I don't understand that because what I'm hearing is, let's go do a poo-poo. You know what I mean? It's a 1 hour meeting. We've only got a half an hour of face-to-face time. We're both paying in the toilets for 15 minutes each. All right, I don't know about that one. There was a big foodie during lockdown. Gained quite a bit of weight. At the end of lockdown, I had to go to the doctors for something else, hemorrhoids, and... But at the end of the meeting, he gave me quite a stern warning. He's like, I'm sorry, but you have to lose 5 kilos if you want to look hot. He said that, and I was trying to figure out how to lose the weight. I was like going on YouTube, and there's all these different ideas about weight loss, and I couldn't figure out what the correct one was because everyone's like arguing with everyone. And I found this one guy, he's called Carnivore MD. And his whole thing is a meat-only diet. But he reckons it's true because he's lived as a raw vegan for 8 years before that. So in his lifetime, he's had a balanced diet. But it's like, I don't know who to trust. I had to get a personal trainer, and this personal trainer was like, you gotta put down your body goals. You gotta dream big. He's like, think big. What are your body goals? And I was like, I would love to gain 2 foot. My dream to be 5'5". I'm good. I'm doing well. It's New Year, new me. It's Chinese New Year. You don't hear about a lot of Chinese New Year resolutions. Hey? Like, I'm gonna set off more firecrackers this year. As Chinese New Year just passed, Year of the Tiger. I like the zodiacs in the Chinese New Year. You know how they have all those different zodiacs? Anyone celebrate Chinese New Year? Oh, you do? Are you Chinese or other? Other. Welcome. I'm mucking about. I like the zodiacs, but I think some of them, they sound quite offensive in the Western context. Like, I remember when my dad was introducing, like, our family to other people, and he'd tell other people our zodiacs, it sounds so rude. He'd be like, my wife's a pig. My daughter's a dog, and my son's a rat, you know? Anyway, they're all born in the year of the horse, so... It was meant to be a good year, the year of the tiger. It was meant to be a hot one. It was not off to a good start for me. Off to a terrible start, actually. First day of the year of the tiger, I walked back into my house and I caught my housemate washing her dog with my shampoo. I couldn't believe it. It was this relaxing chamomile stuff. It was good stuff. It was expensive. Like, it's the best one at the 7-Eleven, and on the side of the label it was like vegan, organic, no animal testing. I had to call them up. I'm like, it's been tested. He really likes it, you know. He used so much of the shampoo, this guy, you know. I don't know if you know this, but dogs, they got a lot of hair. If you don't believe me, think about this. They got bodies. They don't use body wash. It's all shampoo, you know? You'd be wasting your time making a body wash for dogs. They only service this section. You know how they got that shaved bit? Some of you don't know about dog anatomy, but...
My new fear, now that COVID has subsided, is being pushed onto the subway tracks. I don't know if you guys get our news here in Nashville, you know? The Nashville Tribune or the Nashville Inquisitor. I'm not sure what your paper is called. But we're pushing each other on the subway tracks. And the big problem is you don't know who's going to push you. If it was one person, we could strategize around that individual, but it could be anybody. And I'll tell you what the answer isn't. Asking each person on the platform if they're thinking about pushing. Because I saw a guy who looked suspicious and I said, "Sir, you don't look right." Are you thinking about pushing? He goes, I wasn't before you mentioned it. But to be honest, now that you brought it up, it sounds like it might be refreshing. Yeah, guys, it's pushing season. So I just assumed I'm getting pushed, you know. Every time I'm on the platform, I get in a stance. Knee slightly bent, head on a swivel. You know, good form, getting ready to get pushed. Because I feel like if I get pushed, a lot of the trains are delayed. I can pop back up. Now I'm in that guy's head, you know? So no one talks about the pop-up. You're ready to get pushed, and you get pushed, and you pop back up. It shows that guy I'm resilient, right? He's just gonna push me in front of a train, dog. Am I relating to some of the younger people that way? Maybe, should I say dog at the end of the jokes? It's just, I'm trying to relate to the Gen Zs. So I'm on the platform, knees slightly bent, head on a swivel, ready to get pushed. I see a guy I know, he's a waiter at one of the clubs I work. I go, hey man, what's up? How was your pandemic? He goes, pretty good. I go, are you going back to work soon? He goes, I don't do that anymore. I sell Bitcoin now. He goes, do you know what Bitcoin is? I go, I don't think anyone actually knows what Bitcoin is. He goes, well, let me explain it to you. And about 5 minutes into the explanation, I was like, I'd rather you just push me onto the tracks. So now I'm taking Lyft, and I know you guys probably don't take Lyft, you know, because you guys have cars. I'm sorry, trucks. I don't like Lyft, you know. I like to put in where I'm going. I want Lyft to give me the price and how long it's going to take to pick me up. And Lyft initially does that, but then they start negotiating, and I don't like that. They're like, hey, Mike, instead of picking you up in 4 minutes, how about we knock $1.75 off and we pick you up in 22 minutes? Would that be cool? No, Lyft, that would not be cool. I'm in a dangerous neighborhood. I might not be alive in 22 minutes. Well, how about we knock $4 off and we send you a car with a driver who may or may not be drunk? You might have to actually drive. How about we knock $8 off and we just send you a guy, no car? I go, is this even Lyft anymore? This feels like Grindr. This feels like a gay hookup app. And I am not gay. But I do love a discount. So I guess it's decision time for me. And how much feedback does Lyft need? I'm flying out of LaGuardia, which is one of our airports in New York. I fly out like at 6 a.m. I get to the airport, my phone's blowing up. I'm like, who's calling me this early? Who's texting me? It's Lyft. With a bunch of questions. How was the ride? Rate the driver. Review the ride. Give him a tip. Give him a compliment. I'm like, oh my God. I wanted a ride to the airport. I didn't want to become a foster parent. How much work is this? So I just did it old school, verbally. I go, Farik. His name was Farik. I say to him, I go, Farik, 4 out of 5 stars. You got me to the airport beautifully, but you were yelling at your wife in Farsi the entire trip. And I feel obligated to tell you that yelling is toxic and problematic. It's no longer ethnic. It is now toxic and problematic. Have you guys been flying during the Pandeezy? The Pandees? The Pandas. But all my flights have been delayed because they're cleaning and sanitizing the plane. That's what they say. We're cleaning and sanitizing every part of the plane. And it's like, can you get there 15 minutes early to clean and sanitize? They go, no, we're cleaning and sanitizing. That's the reason for our delays. Nobody overslept. We're cleaning and sanitizing every part of the plane. So I get on the plane and I head to the emergency row. That's where I sit. I'm a hero. And there's crumbs in my seat. So I go to the flight attendant. I go, "Did you clean and sanitize the plane?" She goes, "We cleaned and sanitized every part of the plane." I go, "What'd you clean it with? Cookies?" And then I was going to ask for seat reassignment. If you're not comfortable in the emergency row, you guys know that you can do that. You can ask for a seat reassignment. But have you ever asked for seat reassignment? They get real mad. You get more support asking for gender reassignment than you do for seat reassignment. I don't want you to think that I don't follow the rules. I do follow the rules. My problem is when someone is trying to exert power over me. I don't like that. If it's just the rules, I'll follow them. But when someone's trying to exert power, I buck. Example, I'm flying out of John F. Kennedy Airport. It's one of the airports we have in New York. So I'm taking my little bag, you know. I never check luggage. I have 5 outfits like this. So I take my little bag. Before I even get close to the woman, she goes, "You're gonna have to check it. You're gonna have to check that. You will have to check it." And I go, "But it's my emotional support bag. I have things in there that I need for emotional support. I watch you guys let people take dogs and pigs and chickens onto the plane. I would like to take my emotional support bag on." She goes, "Sir, that's not real." I go, "Apparently, miss, you don't know that much about mental health. Because it's very real. Now, I have a letter from my doctor." And I gave her the letter, and she read it, and she goes, "This letter is fake." And I go, "I know, I'm a liar. That's part of my disability. I need my emotional support bag. I have things in there for emotional support." She goes, "There's a metal contraption next to the door. If you can fit your bag in that metal contraption, you could take it on the flight." So I try, guys, like 20 times, and it's not fitting. Yet I know that it will fit in the overhead compartment. This is a setup. So I have to take my bag back to her, defeated. And she goes, "I'm very sorry, but like I said, you're gonna have to check your bag." I go, "I don't think you are very sorry. I think you're quietly celebrating." And then there was a joke, you know, there was a joke to be made, so I made a joke. I go, "I know this is John F. Kennedy Airport, but you're treating me like Lee Harvey Oswald." You know, give her a little shot, give her a little shot. Shot. She goes, "Be that as it may, sir, you will have to check your bag." I go, "It's not even my bag. A stranger asked me to bring it onto the flight. And I'm trying to do somebody a solid. And this is what kindness gets at John F. Kennedy Airport?" She goes, "Sir, what's so important that you have to take your bag on? What's in the bag?" I go, "I could tell you, but you're not gonna understand." She goes, "Try me." I go, "Inside the bag is Bitcoin." And she goes, "What's Bitcoin?" I go, "Well, let me explain it to you." And about 5 minutes into the explanation, she was like, "Just get on the plane. Take your stupid bag on the plane." Guys. Well, a lot of you have been thinking it, so I'll just say it. Yes, I have been going to the gym. And I got a very expensive gym membership. It's the most I've ever paid for a gym membership, but you have to invest in yourself. I think someone tweeted that. And So I go into the gym to check it out, and the woman's showing me around. She goes, first floor is all weights, second floor is cardio equipment, third floor is yoga studios and a steam room. And then she told me the price. And I go, which floor do you go to declare bankruptcy? Because I'm probably gonna have to do that at some point. And like a good salesperson, she pivoted. She goes, what's your fitness goal? I go, for this much money, it's Thor. I would like to be half man, half God. I would like to have a hammer that I also use as a weapon. So I do a one-day trial, and I'm in the steam room trying to sweat out some of my poverty. And I start talking to a guy in the steam room. We're having a great conversation. And at the end of the conversation, he goes, I'm gay. And I go, that's cool, man. I am a straight. Then he goes, I can flip you. And then I go, I think we have different fitness goals. Mine is to be Thor. I'm looking to be Thor. But you guys are really putting me in a good mood. I got some bad news today. I found out my favorite Italian restaurant is closing, Chuck E. Cheese. And guys, Charles Edward Cheese has decided to close his doors. I like the Chuck E. Cheese business model. They opened up, they're like, look, we have rats. Now, we could call an exterminator, but that's gonna cost a lot. What do you say we just lean into this thing? Let's get a rat, let's make him our spokesperson. Get him on stage, get him in a band, get him cranking out some hits. Charles Edward Cheese. That's his Christian name, Charles Edward Cheese. Somebody actually wrote me an email that said, it's Charles Entertainment Cheese. That's what the E stands for. I'm just letting you know. I'm like, wow, you have a lot of time on your hands, man. You're correcting for the love of Charles Edward Cheese. It's funny when you argue with somebody, I'm like, no, it's Edward. Edward is just crazy. He's like, no, it's Charles Entertainment, look it up. And I go, I did. And it's Edward. Just sing. I had a roommate for years and years, and I loved him, but he's on drugs. And we're hanging out one night, and he goes, do you like the Grateful Dead? I go, no. He goes, well, have you ever seen them live? I go, why would I see them live if I don't like any of their songs? He's like, you gotta see them live, dude, you gotta see them live. I'm like, why? Because you get trashed and you go see them live? I would rather drop acid and go to Chuck E. Cheese. Have you ever seen that band live? You haven't lived till you see a rat rip a guitar solo, okay? I'm talking Charles Edward Cheese. I'm Italian-American and I live in New York, and one of my passions, stand-up comedy's my job, but one of my passions before the dark times was to go from city to city around this great country and tell people in these different cities that they have terrible pizza. It's awesome, guys. And it weirdly hurts people's feelings. And I can work it into any conversation. I was in Baltimore, I'm coming down in an elevator, I'm talking to this woman, she goes, oh, you live in New York City? How did you enjoy our aquarium? I'm like, lady, I don't know anything about your aquarium, but your pizza is terrible. She goes, what's wrong with it? And that gives you a pathway to insult their entire town. I'm like, first of all, miss, in order to have good pizza, you need good water. You guys don't have it. And maybe you're using all of your good water in your aquarium, but you're not using it in your pizza because it sucks. Your toppings are bad. Do you have any Italians in this town who could make a pizza? Anyone who could read a recipe? Do you have anyone in this town who could read? Do you guys have schools? It's a new thing sweeping the country called schools. Then I'll compare the town negatively to another town close by. I'll go, look, I was just in Cleveland. That's not great pizza, but it's not this dog crap. It's pretty fun, guys. You guys are a great crowd because you're getting my jokes, you know? A lot of people don't get my jokes. Not a lot, some. You know, some crowds don't get it. And if there's a joke in everyday life, I'll make it. You know who does not appreciate my unique sense of humor? Chinese customs. Because I went to China before the dark times. And they were like, why are you coming to China? And I was like, to feel tall? No, I ended up in a work camp for quite some time. I dropped my phone in the toilet in China, and that's actually the best place to drop your phone in the toilet, you know, because of all the rice. But I wouldn't put it in white rice, I put it in brown rice because of my commitment to diversity. Diversity, guys, that's the name of the game in show business now. My manager calls me up, he's like, Mike, is there anything in your background that could give us some much needed diversity? I go, well, I'm 100% Italian, does that help? He goes, actually, that hurts us a lot. So if you could not mention that again, that would be a big help. Then he's like, what about what's going on inside of you? Is there any diversity there? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, with your feelings. Like, sometimes do you feel like a woman that is trapped inside of a man's body? Because that's a story we could tell. I'm like, no, that's not really happening. But I was born C-section. So I was a man who was trapped inside of a woman's body. I don't know if that counts. I don't know if that makes... Am I a hero? Am I a hero? Anyway, I got my phone working in China again. And my Chinese tour guide was like, Mike, how are you enjoying China? I'm like, it's pretty good, but your pizza is terrible. And I was like, you know who has a pretty good slice? Korea. It's not great, but it's not this dog crap. Fine, guys, what's my immigration policy? Is that what you want to know? 90-day fiance. I say, if you want to come to this country, that's fine, but you have to marry one of our worst people. Have you seen that show? I would rather go back to El Salvador and fight MS-13 than to marry Darcy from Connecticut. I'm pro-immigrant. I came from immigrants, you know? But I notice in New York, the immigrants from the small countries, Eastern Bloc, Central America, they yell into their phones. They're always yelling. Yelling is toxic and problematic. I don't know if you guys know that or not. It's no longer ethnic. But they're yelling into their phones, and I can't help but think, that's probably why you were asked to leave your country. Country is so small, and you're yelling. The cops were probably like, you need to go to a bigger land, more suited to your voice inflection. But I think we're good people in this country. I think it's a lot of good people, you know? It's, I think the problem, the big divide in this country, is that we're all looking at the same thing from different perspectives. It's perspective. For example, I'm a huge boxing fan. I love all kinds of boxing. And I was watching this one fight. It was a female fighter, and her brother was the promoter. And they were interviewing her, and they're like, how did you start fighting? And it's a tragic story. She goes, when I was young, I watched my father hit my mother. I was too weak to do anything about it, so I learned to fight, and it never happened again. I'm like, wow, that's pretty powerful. Then I thought, but the brother, the promoter, grew up in the same home. So he must have saw the same thing and thought to himself, I can sell tickets to this.